Wi-Fi. See if the reception's better here than when I'm not up. It just says connecting. I think we're live, and it should be better because we have better reception now. The mods are like, "Oh, can you get me this? Can you get me that?" And I'm like, "Remind me tomorrow when I'm not streaming." It's too much, right? It's too much things to think about right now. Let's see, Kelly, no response. Check that. Oh, okay, now that the stream is working, would you like to be on stream? You guys gotta see this, boys, hold on. So this couple is looking absolutely amazing. Oh, it's perfect. Have you met Bex yet?
Not yet.
Oh, she's gonna love it. Thank you so much. All right, so I have no idea how much you guys got from down there because the reception's pretty bad and everyone's on the Wi-Fi, so good luck streaming with that. But here we are. What's our plans? Here's the next note is in 15. I was thinking of grabbing some snack or something and maybe talking about what we just experienced is what I was thinking. Because I still haven't got a response from Kelly yet. I don't think so, at least. So I'm not sure if you guys heard, but I'm trying to ask Kelly if I can get a longer session with the gameplay, and then I'm gonna need what's its face? Slim B to lend me his selfie stick with a tripod, and then I'm gonna stream for you guys gameplay footage. That's the plan, but I need Kelly. So do they have like proper snacks or food down there, or do we go outside for that?
I think there was something like refreshment bar upstairs. So
upstairs?
Maybe it's upstairs.
Let's head upstairs then. So I have to keep the charging cable in. This phone did not like streaming. It just soaked up my battery. When testing minis in PV2.
Yo, what's up, GHAZZY? How's it going, man?
Oh,
hey,
boys, this is Exilecon. You guys have seen it before, right? Hi.
Hi, Raja.
GHAZZY.
Yeah.
This is Roger.
I'm Raja.
Sorry?
Raja.
Roger even. That's cooler. Yeah. I like that. Adding that extra letter. So how you guys doing?
We wanted to buy merch, but I don't think we want to anymore.
Yeah, no, I figured as much. My mods started spamming me saying, "Oh, get this, buy this." I'm like, remind me tomorrow.
I think I'm just kind of like wandering around, like sinking it all in. Like, what was that I just heard? That was insane.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Going for the mirror pin.
Well, gotta be a lot of exciting stuff for coming PoE.
No, for sure. Amaranth, you got a moment or you're rushing?
I need to find. Have you seen Open All?
No. Go. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get something to snack on, I think.
Yes, thank you, mate.
All right, so that guy is Amaranthy. He is the guy who we beat last time for a world first on the Shaper kill back then with the Exilecon, the TGC. And this time I'm taking a step aside. And my group merged with his group, so they got this massive group, and he was buying packs with $50 each. So we don't want to disturb him whilst he's pushing, but we're going to be able to record when they're doing the world first kill for the mirror pin. It's going to be fun. So no, I will not be going for the mirror pin myself this time. I did it last time, so they're rushing. You have an entire group, they're just running around trying to fix everything. Oh, over there? You can go this way? All right, let's do that. All right. That was fucking almost fell there. All right. The mind, no, it's because we had some connection issues. The reception's been really bad, so I think we bounced between everything from a couple of hundred to 800 to 1,000 down to just being live again. So I'm complaining about our viewership. I can't do much about it, man. It's the connection issues.
It's just the pastries over here as well.
Pastries.
Oh, we've got some snacks.
I mean, I guess we could just run outside and grab a burger someplace. Should we do that?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I might as well, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
Have you had breakfast?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Have a great time, Exilecon. Thank you. We're actually going to try to get something to eat. It's the plan, so we can sit down and talk about the stuff. But like something quick and easy, like a burger or something, and then get back in. It's the plan. What's up, baller? Yeah.
Hello.
How you doing, man? Hey. We're gonna grab something to eat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then we're good.
Hey, Shad sent the code for the hideout. I was actually inside the hideout 2 nights ago. Lucky nobody noticed. I was in game. All right, let's see how the connection feels here. You will get game right compared to D4. It's just a long time before. Sorry?
That's the VIP queue.
That's the VIP queue? Oh my god. Yeah, no, we're getting merged tomorrow. I feel like that will be a much better call, to be honest. So we'll definitely be doing that. But yeah, we're gonna head outside and grab something quick to eat, and we'll go back from there. Thank you. So we'll be doing that at least. I think that's a smarter play. Holy fuck, it's cold. There's like a terrace cafe. Wanna do that? Right, pastries and stuff?
It's the same shit. Yeah, so we're probably just better off.
Yeah, we're just aiming to get something to eat close by. But connection is pretty bad down there. Limited minions for Guardian sounds fun. I mean, the last node was 25% on kill, so it's conditional, right? So that was one of the problems for me, because I like to have the shit consistent for bosses and whatnot. Should we take a ride here? So yeah, something quick to eat, and then we're gonna head back in, and then we can be inside the event when we talk about stuff. Frenzy minion. Oh, with the buffed up in PoE, yeah, that support gem. I don't know. Like the problem is it takes up another support gem, right? That's problem number one. Problem number two is only conditional for when they are recently after summons. I mean, is that going to refer to the past 4 seconds, which limits it to exploding zombies Akuna's will, or? I have no idea. Let's just go, I guess. And then like skeletons. I don't know. All right, SRS actually. Sorry, that's a good one. SRS would work, I guess. That'd be functional. Physical SRS. I mean, even having a high APS on poison would work as well, for that matter. Soul Rust would work to some degree. You got to keep in mind that they're very likely going to survive longer than 4 seconds. And Soul Rust works like many other minions when you refresh, or unlike many minions, when you over summon, you don't, they refresh duration, right? Unless I'm completely mistaken. Nando's, I think that's a burger bar or a burger restaurant. That's perfect.
It's fast food, so it should be quick.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it. Yeah. Crit chance, not crit damage. But wasn't it attack speed and movement speed as well? I think. That's what I like to think it was, at least. Garlic bread.
They're hiring if you're looking for a new job.
No, I think I'm good for now, actually. All right, let's do this and see what they have. Yeah, attack speed and crit chance. All right. Trying to figure that out as well. Order from the table. Let's just grab a seat here on the side so I can have the camera on.
Scan maps.
Oh. All right. Whew. Something like that, yes. I should probably take this opportunity to keep the charge going on my on the microphones, transmitter and receiver. So let me just dig out some cables. That would be 2 cables, and I'll grab this one. And I'm going to charge my microphones at the same time, just in case. So let me make some room.
So it's a chicken restaurant, so let's go like a chicken burger.
All right. Oh. Let's see if I can just connect this and I can order. Well, if you want to go order, and I'll order in a bit.
I can just get on there and order like 2 chicken burgers.
Sorry.
I can just go there and order 2 chicken burgers, look like this.
Fine by me. Just anything. Just we can get back into the event quickly. Thanks. All right, let me sit down. All right, can you guys still hear me? Everything's fine, you guys can still hear me, right? Perfect. I hope this one is charging. I have no idea if it's charging. It's asking if the connection is correct. I hope it's charging. Mic is good. I have no idea if it's charging, but I hope it is. So let's connect the my transmitter. And I hope you guys can still hear me. Well, I got a charging symbol. I get that here as well? Yes, I do. All right, it is working. A lot of cables, but fuck it. I've lost my water bottle. I think maybe Dreams has it. I was the entity in the room with the announcement. It was crazy. It was so crazy, dude. I was just annoyed that the stream was working properly down there. That's the only problem, I guess. The stream wasn't working with the connection. I tried the Wi-Fi, that worked temporarily, then it went down, and so many people connected to it. So yeah, we'll see. I think that what they're gonna do is they're gonna make minions reserve spirits. That's what I think. Well, at least permanent minions are gonna reserve spirits. That's my assumption, mechanically at least. I mean, obviously I'll hound Chris about it, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the case. What are you ordering for food? I have no idea. We're up at a place called Nando's. And it's apparently a chicken place. So Dreams is ordering us some chicken burgers right now. Good alternative to reservation. I dislike the idea that the entire game is based around just keeping just enough mana that you can sustain. So having another source for your reservation system, it makes perfect sense, especially for it to make sense for newer players as well. They never mentioned anything about the gold. I don't know. I don't know what their plans are with the gold. It's going to be interesting, obviously, to find out. So for those of you who missed it, my current plan is that I am trying to reach and I'd like to get a longer time with the session for playing, and I just got a response from her. Let's see. Have fun explaining weapon swap POBs to everyone forever now. Thanks for that, whoever tweeted that in the chat. Thanks, boys. Right. Let's see. What did I miss in chat? 2 different leads, really ineffective, unsustainable. What do you think? I was so confused with the idea of releasing PoE 2 and then later being like, yo, but you can play PoE 1 League launch later, but they both meet up together in the end. It's like, okay. And here's the fun part, or here's the crazy part. What if there are no minions in PoE 2? Like no proper design minion class? I mean, obviously I feel like there's gotta be, right? But maybe you don't have a necromancer type of minions. You might have like a druid minions or something maybe. What's gonna happen then? Are we gonna be in a position where we have to wait several weeks for the other release? I don't know. Like the graphics and everything looked amazing though. All right, let's see. Let me say, I'll respond to Kelly. All right, Kelly is looking into getting me a longer session for the PoE 2. So I can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Slimby for, actually let me send him a message right now. Because the idea is that I'm going to stream the PoE 2 gameplay.
You are my customer now. Company dinner.
You paid with a company card?
It's the only card that works.
Okay. If you play to, I'm asking Slimby. Kelly's gonna look up if I can get a longer session. So we got that sorted. Waiting for responses. Let's see. Are you going to be posting your gameplay on YouTube? That's Kiki's. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be streaming from my phone, so Kiki's is going to be the one deciding anything when it comes to YouTube. So
it'll just be a death compilation.
Likely, we'll see how it goes. Do I have any straps on these that I could put it on? Basically, let's see if I can do it. There's a reason to show Endgame. I mean, the fact that they have the game announced for beta in a year from now means that they don't have fine-tuned content that they want to show us right now. So we don't know. But like I saw a lot of people in chat during the stream when it was actually working that the people were saying it's too slow, but every single time they have showcased anything, from expansions to just leagues, It's always been super low damage, so they can show off the effects and everything. I mean, just look at not Heist, Expedition, same thing there. They start spinning with a Cyclone, and it's just super low damage, but it's showing off cool effects. I think that's what they're doing, and they want to show the combos you can do with your abilities. I think that when you play the game later, you're going to basically be one or two shotting things. We also have to keep in mind that they are ramped up the difficulty insanely for us that's going to play it now, and it's also ramped up a lot higher across the board. I don't know where I put my water.
This is your water.
Oh, that is my water. Oh, thank you.
But you could see it when Octavian joined. It said passive stat minus 49. So, you know, they can tweak that.
Yeah, no, for sure. What do you think about minion buff support Jumper Skelly mages? I don't know. It's theoretically sounds fun, but I mean that's as far as I go. I am rather excited for the trial of the whatever it's called, Ancestors. Trial of the Ancestors, because I'm a big auto battler fan myself. I'm not sure how you felt about that.
It looks a bit complicated, but I think once you get into it, because I think there's only like a couple of things where you really get an option, and the other things are more like just a passive bonus that you get. But the turtle looked cool, you know? Big turtle going through the middle.
Yeah, no, definitely. How's the sound for Dreams, by the way? Can you hear him properly when he's speaking? Like, my main concern for me is like a lot of content like this usually ends up with us getting so much power that
You got a good mechanic.
yeah, look at Blight, for example.
Yeah.
Towers, no, I can't be arsed to. You just kill everything one shot anyways.
That's why they had to add that passive.
Yeah. Oh, he's a little low? Alright. Best we can do for now. Yeah, he just said pacing will be slower. Yeah. I just don't get it. Why would they have like a PoE 2 launch and then several weeks later have PoE 1 launch?
I don't get that idea either.
I gotta talk to Chris about it because it makes no fucking sense. Minions like auras taking spirit in PoE 2 is interesting. I'm assuming that minions will take spirit to avoid having, you know, every minion in the game is X-linked. But yeah, we'll see. PoE 1 after 2 months of a league. Yeah, I mean, the fuck? And the thing is, they've also said that the classes in PoE 1 you can't play in PoE 2, right? So since you can't play those classes, that means that PoE 2, I mean, the only minion-related stuff that I saw was a potentially, you know, Zoomancer Druid build, maybe. I don't know.
They did have a witch build, so they placed the sorcerer, but they did have a witch build. I mean, it depends on how much you can play at the event, because you get multiple tiers, so you can also play a high level character. They played the guy yesterday at level 45. So, you know, maybe you can tweak the passive tree in that. But I don't know how much custom you can customize.
Yes, because we don't know what ascendancies we're going to get, I guess, either. But the trees are going to be different in PoE 2 versus PoE. Oh my god, updating the guides are going to be so... Oh, good lord.
Is it going to be updating, or is it just going to be a whole new build?
Well, we're going to have like PoE 1 guides and PoE 2 guides. Yo, is Atros you in the channel? You got work to do, sir. PoE 1 classes are in PoE 2. Yeah, but the skill tree's changed. That's the thing. You said something about a small tattoo thing, making the change to reservation on mana. Well, Spirit is not in the next league. That's in PoE 2. So the tattoo is for the next league, not in PoE 2. Assumingly, at least. Think about adding tattoos to new league. Yeah, there's that as well. I don't know, man. They split the game, the player base, add in gold. I don't know. The tats are for the next league, yes, right?
If PoE 2 is good enough, how many people are going to continue playing PoE 1, right?
I mean, the idea they had was that it was supposed to be the same game, but 2 different campaigns you could play.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only way that would work is if the skill tree is also in PoE 1. But if that's the case, why the fuck would they split that 2 months later? Is that just to force people into playing PoE 2 campaign because it's new and they want people to do that rather than play PoE 1 campaign and be like, oh, this wasn't good?
Maybe.
I mean, they could literally just promote that PoE 2 campaign is like the main game, or they just disable the PoE 1 campaign entirely. But I mean, unless the PoE 1 characters have the PoE 1 skill tree, that would be so weird.
Yeah, that would be very difficult to balance.
And balance issues as well, yeah.
We got to get a developer in the bar again.
Yeah, we tried to make Vincent spill a lot, but
Oh yeah.
no, nothing.
He started talking towards the end. I left at like 3.
It feels like a Tencent demand so they can milk PoE 1 until it dies. I don't think so, no.
But the microtransactions are shared, so that wouldn't really benefit them.
No. Everything's shared with the MTXs and everything, so that's definitely not an issue. Let's see if Kelly responded actually. There is a Discord notification. It is from Kelly. She said, sorted, come to the top level, demo zone by the sign table and ask for Jeff.
Alright, Jeff?
Great. Thank you so much. Brilliant. Now I just gotta get a hold of Slim. Boys, this means that, what that means is that I will be streaming PoE 2 gameplay, and I will be doing that a lot. So if I get a longer session, maybe I get 2, maybe 3, I don't know. So depending on the schedule of things. What was the website again? pathofexile.com/schedule, I guess? For the Exilecon schedule? Or you had like a, oh, where'd you get that one?
This was in your goodie bag.
Oh, yeah, I left that at the hotel. Alright, let me check the schedule.
How is there there's people in the hospital?
Wait, people in hospital already?
They got injured on the way
Coffee
to the-
powered?
Yeah.
The hell? Here it is. Alright, let's see. It is, they just started the rendering of Path of Exile 2, and then they're gonna have character skills at 1. That's a 45 minutes session. And then they have, do we want to watch the character skills or do we want to do gameplay action of PoE 2 gameplay? Because I think I want to do the PoE 2 gameplay right after we've eaten.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Like it's
Gameplay. Guys, just keep in mind, I have a grand total of 4 lines of text from the chat, and I only see those 4 latest lines whenever I'm looking at the screen, so I'm very likely gonna miss a lot of people, okay? But yeah, okay, so, yeah. And then there's bosses and monsters, and then there's item design and mechanics. The problem was that they had really bad reception down there.
Yeah, the question is how much reception you're gonna get at the computers. Well, you're gonna be at the top level, so that might make it
Yeah,
better.
I think maybe it would be smarter for me to stream the gameplay, and then after the gameplay stuff, we call it after that or something, or walk around a little bit, and then when item design and mechanics shows up, which is at 3, that's in 3 hours. That's not that long, actually. I mean, maybe the reception is better now that there's not that many people clogged up, I guess, I don't know. Because, I mean, it's 45 minutes, I'm guessing not everyone's going to be there.
And if you get back there at like, at least if you start the gameplay at 1,
Yeah.
then you can play 2 hours.
Yeah, that would probably make sense, right? Where are you at? I'm hungry. Nando's, literally opposite side of the entrance, Balor. We just ordered. You'll get the road after the ice skating area. Just cross the road and you'll see it on your right-hand side, Balor. We're at the window, so you should literally see it, so you shouldn't even see cross the road. Would it make trading even worse now if it's split? I mean, the idea with PvE1 and PvE2 is that once you're done with the campaign, you're all connecting again in the hideouts and doing the maps together and whatnot. Right? You see here, coming to crash the stream. You see Baller?
Maybe some sides?
Not yet. Oh, I don't see him.
Flying.
Yep. How do you feel overall so far about PvE2? I am not happy that it's delayed till June. I'm happy that they are delaying things. Oh, there he is. I'm happy that they are delaying things to make sure that they've produced a finished product. You're talking about minions in the Q&A? Yep. I had such bad reception, I couldn't really do much there. Anyone want to fill me in on what they're saying with the Q&A and minions? Like, I was starving, I needed food.
Yeah.
Witch in PvE2 is the only minion class, I guess. Minions reserve spirit, well, that's what I was saying, yeah. Yep, no, that's what I assumed, so it makes sense. Yeah. So then I was right about that. Let's see if I can make some room for Baller over there. Let's keep the bag for shade, I think.
It is quite sunny.
Yeah, I mean, every time I skip bringing my sunglasses, because I'm like, I'm gonna be inside all day. Then I need my sunglasses. Shit's fucking beaming in my face. And then the other day, I'm like, I'm gonna remember now. I'll go out, fucking pouring rain, it's cloudy as fuck. Jesus. Alright. So we got Baller coming as well. If that's about MOM and Archmage build, they're going to benefit a lot from Spirit. Well, I don't think we need to worry about Spirit right now, because Spirit is in PoE2. But obviously things are subject to change. I think that it's better to talk loosely about it rather than the balance aspect of things and what's going to be good for it and whatnot. So I feel like a lot of people, myself included, but I'm trying to stop myself, because the thing is, if we start talking about balance stuffs and this is going to be so good with Spirit, we have no idea. It's a year before we even get the beta, and then whatever time before that, after that, before we actually get the game released. I like the idea of it mechanically. We can talk about it generally, but talking about balance issues and details around it, I think that seems like that's a waste of time, because everything is subject to change. Yeah, it sounds great. I think that it was a very good compromise when it comes to the minion balance. Sure, I think that's great. All right, let's see. Thank you. So guys, food. I need silverware. Yeah, I think that'll be easier. Thank you. I know Dreams is running errands for me. Okay, I'm just hooked up on cables here. Show us the food. Ah, oh, making me move everything. I can't even see the fucking screen. That's my food. Thank you. Can I put that back without breaking anything? Looks yummy. I hope it is, because I'm starving. Thanks, James. All right. I don't think I've ever had a chicken burger in my life.
No?
Yep. Oh, wasn't bad. I feel about Sanctum and Cornell. I was never a big fan of Sanctum, were you?
I didn't play it.
No. I don't know, I was never really a big fan of Sanctum. Like the roguelike approach to it. I don't know. Jonathan and Crip are going over all the minion stuff now. Ooh. Got a TLDR for me? Any recap? Oh my god, I needed this food so badly. Sancti Unix is back. I want Sands and Bases back badly. I mean, if the lead's going core, I'm assuming so. Same thing with the whatever the ring is called, right? The no-hit run. Oh, but again, we're talking about PoE 2, right? We already talked about the minions reserving spirits. I thought you meant, all right. Anything else? Yeah, receipts. So they're saying no.
Swing through it like wave.
They're saying Crip and Jonathan are going through minions right now.
Oh, really?
And
We're missing minions.
it's confirmed that minions will reserve spirits, as expected.
Yep.
That's all the information we got so far.
That's what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It's a good solution because otherwise, how with that many gems, if you just let us have minions, that's too many minions.
True. But if that would be for permanent minions, you still have temp minions, right?
I'm hoping it's just permanent minions. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Quickly change that to chat only so I don't hear myself speaking back.
Oh yeah. You gonna play some PoE 2 gameplay after this?
Oh yeah. As soon as I can see a way to get in there without waiting 45 minutes.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I just needed some food, man. I was starving, man. I was way late.
I didn't get time for breakfast this morning.
I had a time for a couple of bites. That's about it.
I love perma-mass minions. I think you'll have them still.
I think so?
We don't have specifics, but I'm sure like with some investment you'll be able to get quite a few permanent minions still.
Oh yeah, definitely. I also think that the amount of support gems will scale how much spirit it's going to cost. So utility minions with fewer supports, you're good.
I'd rather have several different minions with 4 or 5 supports than one with 6.
Yeah. PoE 2 scepters would have a lot of mods that affect the thing around you. It'll be weak if permanent. Spirit scepters for minions and aura. Makes sense. Yo, Bala, what were you thinking about the fact that they were talking about releasing PoE 2 and then 2 months later having PoE 1?
I actually love that.
What?
I love it.
That sounds insane.
No, because that's 2 content cycles. I get League Start twice every 3 months.
But they both connect in the mapping stage afterwards.
What?
You can play with PoE 1 players as a PoE 2 player.
No.
That's what they said from the start.
No,
Or did I miss that?
That was what got announced today. They are now 2 separate games entirely.
I missed that entirely.
We're going to keep PoE 1 this ending. Atlas and presumably speed that goes with it. And that frees them up to be able to do whatever they want with PoE 2 without alienating the people who really like PoE 1 how it is right now.
I missed that entirely. I thought it was still going to be connected.
So the things that's going to be connected is anything we bought. Stash pads, MTX, all of that will work on both. It'll be 2 different games now instead of 1 game. Which they lost me at the beginning for a second when they were like, oh, we're going to release it as a separate game. And then they went, and we're going to stagger the league stuff. And I'm like, oh great, that means I can play both. Fantastic.
I guess we missed that part though.
I missed that. Or we were fixing with the connection issue, so I guess that caught me then. Guys, can you come say hi, or you'll be on the floor later? We are pretty much done eating. Waiting for Bala to get his food. He's going to finish up, and when he's done that, we're going to head back into the event. So if you're already inside, we're going to be there in a bit.
All of us will be walking around the entire time.
Well, I'm going to head up to the PoE 2 gameplay on the 2nd floor right after this. So that's my plan at least. I wanted to try Guardian and Zombie Mans next league, but no thanks. Killing Guardian. Rework as usual. Guardian went from getting 3k flat armor at 1800 res live to 750 armor, assuming you have 3k mana. I mean,
we have no idea what those extra minions are on Guardian either. Though they could be incredibly strong. Or incredibly
the last one was a conditional one, 25% chance to kill. I'm like, oh, stop with this. You have to bring a worm flask for a boss, or I have to ignore it for a boss. I don't like
this
that.
One's just a minion that we don't have. So
it'll be unique at least. So it's gonna be fun. Fuck me with updating build guides though.
I tell you what, that new support gem looks good for Poison SRS.
I know, right?
As soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm sorry, Adrenaline on my Poison SRS build? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
And Sanctum back just in time to play it again?
Yep. Oh man, I don't know how to do it. PoE 2 comes around, we're gonna have to update build guides for PoE 1 and PoE 2.
They're not update, they're separate. I think it'll be so separate because they're gonna keep the old. I think they're gonna keep the old gem system and everything for PoE 1. I don't think these are updated build guides. I think it's a new game.
Do you think they will? But they're still releasing patch notes and launches and whatnot, so they're gonna balance 2 different games.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're still gonna have to update all build guides and whatnot, but I don't think you'll be updating all the build guides you've already got for PoE 2. That's not gonna happen. It's a brand new game.
We'll obviously have new builds there. Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
you're just gonna have twice as many build guides.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tend to only stick to about 3 a league. You do significantly more than that.
I've got 10 or 11, and I manage another 12.
Yeah. Whereas I do like 2 or 3 a league that are like well thought out and good, and that's all I have time for. I don't even know where you find the time to do that many.
It'll keep you busy at least. Are you guys shitting me? I managed all the guides on D4 for Necromancer as well.
Keep us busy. I don't think any of us have ever not been busy.
True that.
I don't remember not being busy ever in the last like 6 years.
Yeah. Oh, it did feel pretty bad at the end of 315 and 319 AS, but
yeah, there were some lulls.
Fair. What's up, Coffee Powder? How you doing, man? You see the pain in your soul? It's gonna be fun.
That's actually just the sun in his eyes.
Kiwi and I say hello from the hospital. Yeah, we saw that on Discord. Blame Balor.
Me?
All right, what have you done? Wait, how did you hurt the ladies?
No, she had to go back to a hotel to get whatever this is, the pass to get in.
Okay.
She's like, it's like half a kilometer away. I was like, you can take a scooter.
And
then she took a scooter and hurt us.
And they fell, both of them. Wait. They had one scooter with both of them on?
I think only one of them hurt themselves, and the other ones.
Only Kiwi.
Yeah.
But she's not the first one.
Yeah.
I was riding those scooters home.
Yeah, but you weren't drinking and driving.
I was supposed to be. Yeah. No,
or maybe you were, actually. Oh, just Kiwi, alright.
They only go like 15 kilometers an hour too. Like, I'm actually like a little bit impressed that somebody managed to injure themselves on that.
15, I think the ones we have in Sweden goes up to 30.
Yeah, like they're not fast.
I think, I might be wrong actually.
There was a report of someone else falling with them as well.
Yeah.
I mean, when they first came around, people were dying left and right, getting hit by cars and shit, going downhill, drunk as fuck, falling. It was like, it's all over the news. And now,
the guy outside there. On the grass.
yeah, I see him.
This dude just having a nap on the grass.
Bill Riding playing the actual game. Yep. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't have time for anything.
The game is Path of Building first and Path of Exile second.
That's kind of true, actually. That is kind of true. Alright, so PoE 2 gameplay soon.
Oh yeah.
Very fun.
That's definitely on the list. I want to get that done today at least once. And if not, again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Cicerin wasn't having any of the equipment, so I'm going to lend him everything I have here that he needs, like the power bank stuff. So he can stream tomorrow. That implies D4 will survive and not just die on its own. D4 will never die.
D4 will D3 survived.
Yeah.
And as unhappy as I was with this D4 season, it's still better than D3. And D3's lived this long. So.
Yeah. I mean, you have... People need to realize something that we talk about sometimes, but people don't really realize it. Look at written guides, for example. We talked about that last night. Is the vast majority of people looking at written guides, they are the casual players. The vast majority of those do not watch streams. They do not read the forums. They barely read the patch notes, if ever. They don't even have interest in it. They do not watch YouTube videos. They might have Googled up a written guide. That's as far as they've gotten. Some of them might have clicked the play button to watch the video in the guide. That's as far as you get. And the thing is, those players, they don't really get to experience this whole thing where you get roped in with how the community is feeling about changes, because that affects you. Reddit is shit. Everyone's complaining about how the game is on Reddit, and then everyone else just goes with the flow. You don't have that with those casuals. So no, Diablo's gonna leave.
For me, D4 might die for us in our circle of exiles, right? Like, it could easily be something none of us are interested in, but the market D4 has is orders of magnitude bigger than PoE from a much more casual audience than any PoE players generally are.
Yeah, and it's just marketing that's causing it as well.
Even if it doesn't become something any of us are super excited to stay in, it'd still be fine. It just wouldn't be for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
D4 still get a massive blow unless Blizzard changes it significantly. I don't agree with that. I think that it gets a massive blow in terms of game quality and enjoyment for the actual ARPG veteran and the people that actually likes this genre of games. But they will still maintain, as Rice would put it, you know, the guy who has 17 children and plays 20 minutes in a month. Those people will play D4 till the end of days.
My favorite comment from that was PoE 2 is going to be so good it saves Diablo. As soon as you said that, I'm like, I wonder if they can get in trouble for that.
Oh man. I feel about minions costing spirits. That was expected. But again, we can talk about spirits and PoE 2 in general terms, but like talking about the balance and what's good with it, what's bad with it, that it's impossible.
Thank you.
Because that's going to be impossible. Because it's subject to change. We have a beta coming up in a year from now, so it's a long way to go, right?
That is the one part I'm very unhappy about.
Me too, but we like the fact that they're not pushing it, so that's a good thing. But at the same time, it's
I think a lot of us were expecting beta like end of this year though, not.
Yeah, I thought the surprise was going to be like that they were going to have a beta in the next coming months and release it in December. That's what I was thinking. That would be perfect timing with D4, right?
Yeah, that was my call too.
Now it's going to be next year in December for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think so. So they get a beta in June, they get to fine-tune things, and maybe launch it in a December launch next year. But on the other hand, we have Last Epoch launching this year, and we have Diablo 4.
Hopefully we get another season of Diablo 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing we can trust from Blizzard at least. They're going to stick to a 3-month cycle. They're going to have every season on a 3-month cycle, like clockwork.
Whether they're good or not the question.
Yeah, that's a different story. Let's not go into details. The game's going to be there, but, you know, if it's good, that's a very different story. PoE adds in-game guides like recommended trees and builds and steal a lot of D4 player base. So that argument, I don't like it, because what's going to happen is if they create like a baseline build guide people can follow, where they're going to get those build guides from? You're going to have a GGG staff member do it? Well, we've seen how they play. No offense to them. They're good people, but they don't play the game like the player base do. And what are they going to do then? Take a contact fader? So okay, so we have.
Which one?
So they're going to show an SRS build. They're going to show a poison SRS from Valor. They're going to. What about everyone else that's a contact creator that makes an SRS build? They're going to get fucked in the ass because now everyone's going to shove that build belongs to that contact creator. It just creates favoritism.
Like I think I put out the first video for Poison SRS that went big, but I wasn't the only person playing it at the time. But before the videos came out, for like 2 weeks beforehand, DS Lily was playing one in hardcore. Somebody else was playing one. There was a third creator, I've forgotten now, that was playing one. Like it was up. And then if you look back, there were like 7 or 8 Korean dudes that have been playing it for the last like 4 leagues before we even knew it existed.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I might have done the guide, but like, builds don't really belong to people. And when you do something like that, they look like they belong to people.
Yeah, I think Sis was going to do a gameplay with the dev, right? So I'm going to go stream it myself as well when we're done eating here. All right, I got to get a hold of Slim so I can get that tripod. I do have a response. Where you at? The craft bench. Just finishing a quick.
I got the spicy burger thinking it would be spicy, and it is not spicy. I could have got the super hot one.
We got a barbecue one.
Yeah, it was good.
You want to take a chance on the spices now?
No. I do want to know how the gold system will work. I'm very happy that they are introducing gold because it's very casual friendly. Everyone understands it.
They didn't mention anything about it.
They said nothing. No.
The gold drop, the whole arena shouts.
Yeah, everyone was like, "What, gold?" And then they just pretended it didn't exist, and he just ran over. Also, something I noticed was items that dropped remained on the loot filter, but the gold disappeared very quickly.
Yeah,
and then when he ran over, and it was and also something I noticed was he picked up one of the support gems when he was like 10 yards away from it. That's something I picked up real. I saw it. I was like, did he auto pick up the support gem? And then I realized he must have clicked it because he ran by it earlier. But he was miles away from that when he looted it. They did explain gold. It's for vendors. That's about it. So we all missed that?
I didn't see any.
We have 3 people here that missed it.
Did they say last time or something?
I don't know. Anyone else in chat that can verify?
Like it probably is for vendors, yes.
They say like vendor items gamble, but not to trade with people. Oh, it was in the interview with Crip afterwards. That's why we haven't seen it.
Right.
Okay.
It only stuck to 5,000 though.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's not repair bills for gold sinks and it's just for vendors and gambles, I guess that's fine for gambles. But
if it auto picks up, it stacks to 5,000. It's gonna be like you have to drop the whole stack and run away with it quickly. Like if your inventory is full.
Yeah. I'll send Crip's interview. If you want more minions, you need more spirit. Yeah, we realized that as much as well. Like the max spirit is going to be important, and I'm guessing it's going to cost more spirits to have more higher supported minions. Basically, that's what we're assuming. But again, I mean, we can talk about it in general, but balance stuffs and it's going to be so good, it's going to be crazy. We have no idea. And then beta, it's going to try it out, and we might encounter things saying, "Oh, this is not good at all," or "This is too overpowered," and we're going to fix that. So we won't know shit till the end of next year. So 1.5 years of waiting, but then again, this year we've had big ARPG things happening. D4, I can take some, thanks. We have big things with Diablo 4. We have Last Epoch coming around the corner. Torchlight started pushing content with their season stuffs as well. So I mean, a lot of things in ARPG.
Undecember got rid of like almost all of their pay to win, and it's now actually like pretty reasonable. There's still like a tiny bit in it, but like, comparatively way better.
No.
There's so much ARPG shit to do.
Oh yeah. I'm excited for the dodge roll. So am I.
I have one tiny concern. They said no cooldown, and it's not going to slow you down or anything. Am I just rolling all the time, everywhere, forever?
Warframe all over again. Well, unless it's not giving you that speed boost, because that's what Warframe's doing, right?
It doesn't slow you down, but it doesn't speed you up.
Yeah, exactly. But it's It's like jumping in WoW. It doesn't matter if it slows you down or not. It's gonna feel like you're going faster.
And
You're still always jumping.
And I don't walk around in WoW. I jump around in WoW all the time, even though I know in my brain that it's not any faster, but I just jump.
Even if you're on a mount, you're jumping all the time. The only time you're not jumping is when you auto walk and you're leaving your room for a drink.
Show food. It's just a bowl of chips, mate.
It's literally
a little
chips.
disappointing.
I think Guardian minions is a thing. Looks very dead to me. We don't know how the minions are. It's impossible to say.
For all we know, that permanent minion that the Guardian drops buffs all my other minions by like 50% more movement speed and damage. Like, it could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be the better minion ascendancy. Until we find out the numbers, there's no... It could be anything.
Sis spending 5 minutes on one area boss. I mean, they tuned up PoE 2 last time we played, ridiculously. And then they said that they tuned it up even harder this time.
This is what we'll do with the Guardian minion ascendancies. GHAZZY and I will play rock, paper, scissors to pick which one it is, and then we'll spend the first month just claiming this is the best minion class, just to drive people into the drama.
Oh yeah. And then no matter what the results are, we're gonna call the other person's build shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good plan, actually.
We'll just rock, paper, scissors who gets what ascendancy, and then we'll just claim that's the best one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and as soon as we establish which one it is, we're all gonna make the exact same build, no changes, and we're gonna post them at the same time and claim this is my build.
Down to the minute.
Oh yeah.
Also, like in the intro to the video, we'll just both make sure we're saying we're the first people to post this.
Yes, and we're on the exact same script of the video as well. That would be hilarious, actually. Literally just reading from
take the same like splash screen as well, and just wherever your picture is and my picture is, we just swap the pictures. Like it's the same splash screen, but just with a different person in front.
Same character name in game as well. We're using the same gameplay footage.
I love Lucy.
Yeah. I mean, even out here, the connection, I have full pinch, but I only get 1500 KB. It's supposed to be like 2.5. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like there's any problems. How's Nando's? First time I've ever had a chicken burger, so
not as
good.
Spicy as I was expecting. I only got the second highest one. I should have got the highest one.
Yeah. The barbecue one was good.
Yeah. A little bit of spice to it.
Let's see what Slim B was saying. Nothing yet.
I don't mind the on-kill effects. What I really like is what they did with shit like Dominating Blow, where it's like on-kill and then also 25% chance on hit of like rare and unique or whatever.
Yeah.
That's when it works well.
Yeah. I'm gonna need a toilet break, so sorry boys, I'm not gonna bring you. But
As a camera will say hello.
you guys,
Actually, I'll just sit there.
Enjoy. I'll be back.
I'm the stand-in streamer now. Ziz is struggling with the gameplay. It's ZDPS. Ooh.
Maybe they made it harder for him.
I wouldn't be surprised if they literally turned the difficulty up for the streamers who are like doing the thing, right? Hi chat. How's everybody doing? This has been, I can't believe what they're doing. I can't believe they're going to try and maintain 2 games. That's huge. I don't know if they said it publicly, but we found out earlier this week. I don't know if they were supposed to tell me, so like don't dob me in. But it turns out the last a little over a year, it's there's been 8 people doing PoE 1. Every league we've got and all the maintenance during the league has been done by 8 people. And that's pretty, with that in mind, well, they've all been working on PoE 2. There's more now. It's now a bigger team. But like most of the last year and a half has been like 8 people. So this league should be better because they've got a bigger team on it again now. But for a while, they were trying to push PoE 2
out as quick as they could with the idea of it hopefully being the end of this year. And then when they realized the scope was too large, they were like, well, we can't just keep having 8 people running PoE 1, so we're going to have to push it back at least another 6 months, put a bigger team on PoE 1 so we can get better content in it. And then
they can also justify getting more people because PoE 1 will be different, like a separate game.
Yeah.
With a separate content cycle.
Nobody clipped that because I don't know if somebody's going to get in trouble for telling me that. But that's what happens when you bring a bunch of GGG staff to the bar and buy them drinks all night. Yeah. Sometimes you get little bits of information that maybe we weren't supposed to have.
Yeah, that's how we found out about the Druid last night.
So yeah, that's that. 8. And now looking at the last few leagues, and I'm like, if 8 people did that whole league, first of all, that's pretty impressive. And second, that very much explains why, like, 1 to 2 weeks into the league, you just stop getting patches now. Because, like, if it's the same 8 people trying to build the next league, they don't have time. When's the time? When are they going to do that?
Oh, there's a sidebar right there. Can you bring out the bubble? Thank you.
And the kids will die in 1 week.
Boiling behind the glass. The glass is just still in the floor.
That dude just sleeping on the grass is.
I don't know if he's alive. You breathing?
Yeah, he's breathing. His chest is moving.
Yeah, his chest is moving.
He's not dead. We're not next to a corpse. It's all fine.
Shit.
He's just napping.
That lady was just standing there and she was looking aimlessly down. Oh shit!
Alright, let's keep going. I gotta catch up with Slim so I can switch my selfie stick. Alright, let's see how the fuck I'm gonna do this. Let's see. We're gonna disconnect that one. That we're keeping. This I'm disconnecting. So I can do this. Yeah.
This looks like a complicated setup, to be honest.
It is.
There's a lot of cables here.
Yep, but it works. And that's what matters right now.
I got 2 wireless mics, but I never ended up setting up a stream thing.
Yeah? No, these were actually really good. Very happy I actually got them. But I would have won like 1 more so I could like just switch that one.
Yeah.
And have this one charged in a pocket or something. But
Any perma minions info for PoE 2? Just that they'll take spirits to maintain, like to summon, but otherwise, no numbers, no nothing.
yes.
Which means all I've got is, that's a good idea, I like that way of handling it, but balance is balance, and we'll deal with that in a few months' time when we know.
Basically, yeah. It kind of sums it up. So I'll do that. There, I think I'm ready to go. Oh, got everything?
Yep.
I hope so. So I can turn this without breaking it. All right. Sunny as fuck. Do you have Slim on Discord?
It's on your Discord, right?
I believe so. He's on the Exilecon Discords as well. Where's your last tattoo? The inside of the forearm. That's the last part we did.
That is a lot of color.
Yep. I'm not done with the skull yet though. And I got a piece up here. I gotta fix the old spider tattoo, and I'll put a skull behind it as well.
What do you want me to ask?
Where he's at. We're gonna change selfie sticks momentarily. So I can put you guys on a tripod so we can do some PoE 2 gameplay. That's the plan, at least. Sunbathing, what are you doing? All right.
Exposed to direct sunlight. How is he not caught on fire? This is actually fake sunlight all through the southern hemisphere.
Fake sunlight.
Yeah, it's not real.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
feels real.
It's part of the show because everybody down here is an actor.
Aha.
Yeah.
Did he respond?
Even this guy.
All right. Thanks. All right. Let's see. So he was at the crafting bench, but I'm assuming he's done with that now.
To be honest, he's quite the character, so you know, probably find him quite.
Yeah, he's not hard to miss. Let's put it that way.
60 centimeters larger than everyone else.
Also true. Very, very true.
Right,
Here we got Balor.
That's a lot more skateboards over there than I imagined to see.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's like a whole lot of skateboards.
I remember that last time we went there, though. Like, very popular to skate around here. All right.
you didn't have to queue up this morning.
Sorry?
Did you see the queue this morning outside?
Yes.
Were you in that?
Yeah, I was standing outside next to it before I got a hold of Kelly.
Oh.
I was walking up and down the line handing out my badges.
Yeah.
I started somewhere here, and it circled around, and then I got in.
Jesus. But right, you don't have the Ultra VIP ticket, you have the VIP ticket. Yeah. Right.
A separate.
Because they're all sold out. All right.
Kiwi girl, did you break something? Like actually break something?
Hopefully not.
All I know is hurt. That's really all the information I got.
Yeah.
And I saw a picture of her in the hospital.
No. We're heading back to the event now. We're gonna find Slim B, who's gonna change selfie sticks with me, so I can put you guys on a tripod when we do some PoE 2 gameplay now. So that's the plan right now. What's the temperature? Oh, way better today than the other days.
It's like barely even cool.
Yeah.
Cold.
Because the other days have been fucking cold. Like basically it's just Swedish weather, or well, European or Scandinavian weather.
It's a regular UK summer this year.
Yeah, basically.
We're re-entering. I'm gonna run away. Goodbye, chat. See you later.
All right. Let's find a Slimber. Oops, sorry. Keep forgetting I got a big ass backpack on me.
GHAZZY, it's over.
What's up?
He hasn't appeared online yet.
We aim for going upstairs.
I think we'll go upstairs now.
Is I don't see a very, very, very tall man. So we'll see how that goes.
And I'm gonna give you 2 cards.
Oh, Siggy and Amy? All right. That's perfect. That outfit is great. Sis died? Oh shit. I'll probably do that too. Nice work earlier this week. I'm live, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, stream.
We show off the entire outfit this time? This is Amy. There we go. Perfect. It looks great. That's perfect. I'm heading up to try out the PoE 2. I just had to stop by and actually show the entire outfit this time. It's perfect. I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Let's see. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
GHAZZY, hi.
Streaming right now?
Yeah. We're heading up to, we're going to try PoE 2 gameplay right now.
Okay, have fun.
Thank you. Let's see if Slim responded, but well, I think he's upstairs. I'd assume as much, at least. Where's my swag bag? All right, let's see. And upstairs. Just gotta say hi to Doogie first. Doogie! Ah!
Hi.
Just saying hi, and then bye. You gonna play PoE 2 gameplay? Have you done it yet?
No, not yet.
All right. I'm looking for Slim B, the super tall monster. You seen him?
No.
Okay. That's a bad sign. Just can't miss him. I'll talk to you later. Let's see. Sorry.
It's like an start, and then Doogie is like, oh, that's dreaming. It's my longest sub.
Yeah, now he remembers. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple tall guys, but not the ones we're looking for. Let's see. There's a lot of tall people. How do you lose Slim? I don't know. It's just, it's supposed to be impossible, but apparently not. Just saw a Philian. You seen Slim B around? Slim?
No, I haven't.
Oh, actually, I see him right now.
Oh, I was looking.
We found him. Let's see.
Depends what the group is as well.
We're gonna change tall people to 6 think themselves, yeah, basically. See how it goes. Slim B! My man! Wait, I have to let's lift the camera up a lot here.
Oh, is this him?
We're live right now, yeah.
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
I was hoping we could do a quick trade for a little bit.
Yeah. How long you want to go for?
I'm going to be playing the PoE 2 gameplay, but I need a tripod, which mine doesn't have.
You want me to follow you and watch you?
No, I was thinking we could switch to the selfie sticks just for a couple hours, like 2 hours something, if that's fine by you.
Yeah, tell me what to do. I was going to kill this dude right here. I would kill Creighton and then I'll do it.
All right.
So how you want to do it?
Because, I mean, I have to be inside the game because I'm not sure if I can have people around, though.
Yeah,
maybe.
I do know you can't record. I do know that much.
Oh, that's...
So how do you want me to go about it? What do you want me to do?
Do you have your selfie stick with you? And we'll switch?
And they're itty bitty.
Hold on.
It's not as big as yours. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Got him.
And then we'll do... if I can disconnect that one. There we go.
We'll even let him do it. We'll let him put his stuff on my phone.
And can I put the phone on that one? Oop.
Phone clamp? I don't even know if I have it.
Oh shit.
I do not.
You do not?
Nope.
All right. Well, oh shit, out of luck.
So how you want to do it?
I'll have to figure something out then.
Well, if you still want me to hold it for you, I can still do that. Whatever.
I'll have to go check with them. You're in this queue, right?
Yep. And I know what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna hang around up top level. I'll step on the top level. How about that?
Because I'm gonna be here on the top level. I gotta talk to them and see what they can do then.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you either way.
I forgot he had a camera.
You said
I'm over saying, yeah, come get my selfie stick. You got a camera. honestly, I forgot. See, I have a camera. So I was like, all right, cool. He's on a mountain. He's fine. Dude.
It'd be a little bit too much work to steal your camera, and you probably want to use that anyways. But I'm gonna see if
Let me know what you need from me.
that's possible.
Yeah,
I'll solve it one way or another. I'll take that, man. Thanks, dude. He didn't have a phone clamp on it. I can't disconnect mine. Get my chat back up. Reception is horrible in here. Wait, I wrote that? What the fuck? Oh, my chat scrolled all the way. Oh my god. Oh god, how do I fix that issue? There. Okay, so I gotta check who I'm supposed to talk to. Yes, someone called Jeff. They said, top level demo zone by the signing tables, that's over in the other corner, and ask for Jeff. Okay. I don't want to put him, or you for that matter, on like 1.5, 2 hour fucking sitting there holding the camera. We'll figure something out, chat. We'll figure something out.
You have to go through the line each time, just to make it slightly more inconvenient than it already is.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah? Good shit. So here's one, but I wonder if there is another entrance on the other side. There is not, but I'm gonna talk to this individual here. That's the plan, at least. Excuse me. Looking for Jeff.
I've seen someone with Jeff on the back of their shirt.
Oh.
Chief programming?
Yes. Kelly sent me.
Yeah, there's Jeff.
There's Jeff.
Bring them over too.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Special delivery.
I like that service.
Oh, there we go.
We'll figure out a mounting or something for it. It'll be fine. Jeff?
Yeah.
Hi. GHAZZY.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
We'll get you on the next available.
All right. When approximately?
Shouldn't be too long, I believe.
I'll find out for you. Maybe streaming. Probably about 10 minutes.
I'm not entirely sure. I'll find out.
It's probably about 10 minutes. Okay.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
All right. We want me over here, over there?
You can just come back in 10 minutes.
Perfect. I'll catch you then. Thanks again.
Sounds good.
Brilliant. So in 10 minutes.
Well, if you're going to be streaming that, I'll probably just be in the main hall checking.
Yeah.
We're going to miss something.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, so I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna mount this. I mean, maybe you can put it on the desk next to me so you guys can see it when I'm playing. I guess that would be a way to do it.
I guess you could put it up on your backpack or something. You attach the stick to your backpack or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe if I...
You can put it in one of the pockets.
Pockets?
You know, put the backpack down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe that would work. Or I can just put it like this, you know, and just let it rest, right? I can do that as well. Duct tape it like a GoPro to your forehead. Yeah, that would work if I had duct tape and a non-sweaty forehead. So, yeah, so since neither of those are working, we're gonna chill for 10 minutes and then we get there. But I mean, if you want to do something, just go and I'll just hang around here for 10 minutes anyways.
No, I'll meet up with you again later.
All right. So I don't even know how long I'm getting from them. Obviously, I don't want to sit there all day, but I want to check out take things slow and make sure I go through everything.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because I don't think what was it, 90 minutes you get otherwise, or 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah.
That's just enough to load up the password.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll probably do a double sitting. Sweaty forehead, more duct tape. I mean, if I spin it around, yeah, maybe that will work. Actually, that could actually work. So that is a solution, I guess.
Alright, I'll catch you in a bit.
All right, I'll see you later then.
Hey,
Thanks again, Phil.
GHAZZY.
Hi. Dude, long time no see. How you doing, man?
Long time
Jesus
no see. Never
Christ,
seen.
what the fuck, man?
No.
That camera's not doing you justice. He's fucking buff as shit. Look at this guy.
No, but I don't know about that.
Is it the vodka or the workouts? Or both?
I mean, it has to be the vodka.
It has to be the vodka. I met the other Finn that was here last time. Who?
Ruvis.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. He had a Koskenkorva licorice with him.
He has it again.
Yeah, that was good shit. It was good to see you, man. How you doing?
Jet lag, but I'm good. Yeah.
You landed yesterday, or?
No, I've been here since Monday.
Monday? Alright. Holy shit, man.
How,
yeah, a long time no see for me. It's been like, I don't see you streaming PoE that often these days, so.
I don't really stream at all, so it makes sense.
Yeah, obviously. But how's Last Epoch doing?
It's going.
Yeah?
We're going to Gamescom next month, so.
Yeah? Any leaks you want to share?
Not for streamers, no.
I'm not streaming tomorrow, so we can talk then.
Have you played any of the card game?
Any of? No. Last time I had an entire group with me and Bush, so we got world first.
You went too deep, yeah.
Oh yeah. So this time I'm taking a step back and letting another guy that I beat the shit out of last time. So I'm letting him do it. So I'm giving him everything. It's fun though. It's really fun. But no, last time
I heard it's like you're totally fucked if you don't go full on it.
Well, if you want to win the mirrors, yes. Like it's pretty crazy. Yeah, yeah I like last time I kind of snuck in and steamrolled it because of the party.
Oh yeah, if you group up, it's like super easy probably, I guess.
Yeah. But like the way I did it was that everyone that helped out, we would have split up the winnings. So I didn't get to keep anything. It was more for the content.
What was the winnings? Just like
it was like a chaos or keychain, some CD with some stuff like.
I'm pretty sure I have a chaos or keychain, but I don't remember where I got it from.
Yeah, there was some other things included as well, but we just split it up, and I didn't keep anything, so I got to stream it. But this was before my YouTube channel got hacked, so it's all gone now.
Oh yeah, you have that whole fucking situation, yeah.
So this time around, I told him that he was buying packs from everyone for $50. Pretty nutty. So I told him he could have mine for free. Just let me know when before they're doing the kill so I can stream it again, because I want to have that on footage. So
that's why the people are just going that hard on it.
Yeah.
Have you played any?
No, I'm waiting to do it now in the next 5 minutes or so. So we're gonna do. Have you tried it yet?
Nope.
No. Excited? Excited?
Yeah, and I mean I get to also probably play it on Gamescom if I really want to. So I'm not like really in a rush.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I have priority queue, so
it's fair.
Yeah, I use Ben's tickets. You see me coming there, so.
All right. You talk to Ben often?
Every now and then. Not much now.
Alright.
Well, that's a meet and greet, right?
Yes, I saw Velina and Neversink there just moments ago.
Yeah, well, they're still there.
Yeah. She had a car accident not long ago, so.
Hopefully not too bad.
Yeah, she seems to be fine now. Well, last night she was a little bit concerned about the concussion, but it seems to be fine.
How's chat blocking on the PoE?
Sorry?
What do you think about the PoE 1 in like having two different games? So now you're gonna have like splitting the player base. It's gonna be interesting because obviously, I feel like there's more than.
We have a PC in 4 minutes or so.
Yeah.
However, I've been told that you can't stream it whatsoever.
I cannot stream it whatsoever.
Unfortunately, we've gone way up to Oxford, so.
Ooh, that changes my plans.
I
Right.
mean, this will be open 5 p.m. You can even come in tomorrow.
Yeah. Fuck.
Sorry about that.
Who told you that?
I asked GHAZZY and then they went higher up just to make sure.
Okay.
Going as hard on the card game this year?
No, it's thanks, by the way.
Yeah, I guess they want all of the streams to be from the official stream
Yeah.
when it comes to the gameplay.
Yeah, I was trying to sneak in on it, but yeah.
Saying something, I totally blank when the guy came in.
Yeah. Actually, give me 2 seconds and I'll be back. Ready to go. There he is. I'm just gonna. Since I'm not streaming, I'm gonna wait so you don't have to hold the computer for me now.
Sure.
So I'll do it later, or worst case tomorrow. But I'll keep you posted.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, since we're not gonna stream it.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was gonna be my next follow-up question.
Yeah.
I just hope I can sneak in on that one. No, it's all good. But thanks again. But I'll be back later.
Yeah. Sounds
Appreciate
good.
it.
Take care.
Oh yeah. I'm excited for that. Pretty much.
Yeah. So, but to answer your question,
No filming or photography. Literally on the side.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah, like I feel like it's way more than a technical problem that they are splitting it. A lot of people are talking about the technical problem that they couldn't like balance and fit all of the new systems in the old system. But I feel like there's way more of they want to keep the PoE1 like the Zoom players happy, and the PoE2 does not look like that at all.
no,
Obviously,
but every time they showcase stuff, it's always been slow.
Yeah, and this isn't endgame. So
Yeah.
It's very different. That's
No,
why
of
it
course,
feels
of
like
course.
that they want to keep the PoE1 group, the Zoomers, super happy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But then at the same time, the original announcement of this was that it was going to be the same game,
Yeah,
two
exactly,
campaigns,
yeah.
and then we meet up at the campaign at the end when everyone going maps. And it was like so good, everyone's excited. And now they're like staggered releases to 2 different games. It's like, okay, but now that means they're gonna have to have, you know,
More people working on it.
yeah, there's a balance issues for PoE1, PoE2. Are they going to diminish like, the interest in balancing things for PoE1? Are they going to treat that as a powerhouse thing where they just stop nerfing things and just buff things? Like what's going to happen with PoE1? Like for me as a guy creator, fuck me. I mean,
Also for Neversink and
yeah, that too.
Filters for 2 different games. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like
sound fun.
updating that's gonna be a shit show. So yeah, I don't know. As an ARPG veteran, I think that it's fun because it allows us to have 2 different games, but the problem is it's the same end game, so we're only playing a different campaign with different classes, and then, you know, 2 months later we can play it again, and it's just going to be the same end game, and most of us, we burst through the campaign and we engage with the end game. And
Well, yeah, I wonder if is it literally just going to be the campaign and the ascendancies that are different, and then the actual end game is still the same.
that's what I was told. That was my understanding of it, yeah. And that just doesn't feel right. I feel like they are going to branch out and have different end game for PoE2 then. Likely in the end, I guess, but I don't know. It just feels like why didn't I don't know why. But I think it's like you said, to cater to the ones that want like the Sumi play style, allows them to have a slower gameplay approach with another thing. But it's just so many.
Link system would have been so nice for PoE1.
That would be nice, yeah. But I mean,
it would have made Summers OP, but
yeah, but they did in the Crypt interview. They talked about that being gated behind Spirit, which was assumed. But still, I don't know. Like splitting that up and having that in 2 different games, I think that the problem that can occur with balance issues and the staff that is needed, it just feels weird and unnecessary. But I don't like it. It's shit.
I have very mixed feelings.
Yeah.
I feel like there's really good things about splitting them. There's a lot of bad things about splitting them. The biggest one, obviously, splitting the player base. I feel like that's like the number one big problem.
That means what? PoE2 is dead, or you know when the league goes down after some time, right?
Imagine if people like the existing PoE1 player base just doesn't like move over to PoE2 much. Because like if it's gonna be like a lot slower, because they don't like playing slower when they have the insane speed in PoE1. What is that gonna say about the PoE2 then? It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Yeah, it was really awkward.
Hi, Evelina.
Hey, GHAZZY.
You want to be on stream?
Say hello to your stream.
Yeah.
Hey, Carv.
She just had a meet and greet. How did it go?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awkward.
It was awkward.
Well, yeah.
Was your first?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never done this before.
Yeah?
So it's weird.
It's fun. At least I think it's fun. So what do you think about, Carl was talking about it before with PoE1 and PoE2 being split games?
I think that's so not what I expected.
Yeah.
That is definitely different. But I think it's going to be fine, especially with the 2 different leagues. Because, I mean, it's just more content.
Sure.
My valuable Alex flying over.
You got an axe or?
Oh, I got an alchemy.
Alt. Oh.
Alchemy.
Alchemy, sorry.
For my first kill. Is my English that bad?
No, it's just me being complete. Like I slept like I don't know 4 hours maybe.
Oh my god.
After the VIP dinner,
I slept like 4
I got stuck with Brian Weissman and we sat talking for 2 hours when they closed.
Oh my god.
And then we went to a bar.
Nice.
And then I realized I got to be up in the morning. So that happened. What's your plans right now?
I have no plans other than maybe to try Pro 2 and go get merch.
Sounds
if
fair.
you have VIP pass, you can walk in right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's nice. The queue was insane when it opened.
Yeah, because all VIPs wanted to go there at the same time. And
yeah.
I did a mistake of actually waiting on the line to do something else until all the VIPs did it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but like with the PoE 1 and PoE 2 split question, I don't know, it's like the whole idea with the game.
It's very controversial.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very hot topic, and it's going to be very awkward, but mostly because of the balance issue, staff members. Sure, it might be beneficial financially for them to sell supporters packs and whatnot, but you know, the PoE leagues in 3 months is like really high first month, and then it goes down and goes down. And most people, as we know, play trade leagues, and as the league goes on, that's kind of dying. But now you're going to have the decay of player bases, but then you have an even higher, like a little, you know, drop down because of the people that's going to move over to PoE 1. You know, when that happens. And at the same time, the ones playing PoE 1 will now have 2 months of people figuring everything out in the league mechanic from PoE 2, jumping into a league start with all the information.
Yeah, if the leagues are shared like that, yeah.
I don't think the leagues are going to be shared. I think they're going to be completely different.
I think
you think so?
Oh yeah.
Eventually, yeah. That's my guess.
I think they're
That's a lot of content. They need to hire a lot of people. Like they need to start selling more.
They can just buy people. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fair, but I mean, there need to be a source, like a revenue source made from it as well, to warrant it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to buy a supporter pack every 3 or 4 months. That's fine. I mean, sometimes even buy 2. But are we talking about buying a supporter pack every 2 months? Or actually, not even 2 months. It's 2 months in, and then 1 month after that, another one, and then 2 months after that, another one. So it's 2, 1, 2, 1. That's a lot of money all of a sudden.
It is.
Yeah, and then I don't know. But they're going to share the supporter packs and whatnot between the games at least. So I mean, there's that. So.
Yeah, so that's good at least.
I know. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to read Reddit tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, it's gonna be a. Whew.
So no hangover from yesterday?
No, I've been able to stay clear of that pretty well. I stuck to beer and wine. I didn't have any rum.
I don't have a hangover.
Oh.
Yeah.
I took full use of the pre-bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was eating, and I feel like 4 times during.
But you're a Finn, you can drink, so you're good.
I mean, for a Finnish standards, I'm really bad.
Oh
My
man.
friends make fun of me when we're sober that I don't have a good tolerance, but when we're actually drinking, they are jelly because I get it a lot cheaper than they do.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. It's like the. As long as you learn what you can drink without getting a nasty hangover, you're fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
But I think there's usually going to be like a bar night after the first night, and then there's a crazy night tomorrow after the event, like after the after party.
After the after
Yeah,
party?
because all the GG devs and all the staff and everything, they don't have any work obligations anymore, and then they tag along, and it gets wild. At least last time it was crazy.
I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Yeah, sounds good.
Whether there were some devs were pretty late yesterday.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many hangover devs here yet, but granted there was some people were out pretty late.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a zombie weekend for a lot of us.
Oh yeah. Especially I'm going home on the 31st.
31st, that's Monday.
Yeah. Right after the convention.
Right after. All right.
I'm staying here on delay.
But your flight isn't too bad, right?
It's like I don't know, 14. Well, the first flight is 14 hours, and the next one's like 6.
All right. Yeah, I got a.
That's pretty close to what
Yeah.
from EU. Like mine was like 13 hours and 9 hours.
Oh my God,
you have it better than me then. I got to stop in Australia, so I got a 4 hour there, and then 14 and a half to Dubai, and then 7.5 to Copenhagen.
13 hours to Singapore, then I had a 13-hour layover there, and then 9 hours to
13-hour layover. That's nice. But you have time to explore the city then? Or you're not allowed to go out?
I would have if I had a boarding pass, but they wouldn't give a boarding pass before like 2 hours of your flight. So.
I'm gonna go try and get in line for.
You do that. I'll talk to you later, Vil.
All
It was
right,
good seeing you again.
Later. Good seeing you guys.
And I think I'm gonna go play.
You do that. I'm gonna run around a little bit since I couldn't stream it.
Yep, I'm gonna go.
It was good seeing you again, man. Take care.
Thanks.
Catch you later. All right, let's see, boys. Sorry, I couldn't read chat at the same time. Let's see where we're at. So, I'm not allowed to stream it. The fuck is that? What the fuck? I got a donation earlier? Thank you so much. Apparently I got a donation.
How's the connection go?
Connection was atrocious in the big hall. I had several disconnections. I tried the Wi-Fi. That was not a good call. And then.
I figured the Wi-Fi would just get slammed.
Yeah.
Can I quickly interrupt you?
Yeah,
I
of
have
course.
your signature.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to collect as many.
No, absolutely. Where do we want it?
Just on the front page.
We'll go over here. Can you hold this? Where do you want it?
Somewhere else where space is.
Where there's space. I got you.
Hopefully I get it full.
There we go, sir.
Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
You too.
Having fun?
Yeah. They didn't want me to stream the PoE2 gameplay. I tried to sneak in on it, but well, not sneak in, but I thought it could be fun to do. But no, it's fun. How about yourself?
Yeah, I played the demo as well.
Yeah? How was it?
I played the Marauder.
Yeah?
And very slow.
It's very slow?
They are very much leaning into the long wind-up slam style.
But you were here for last Exilecon?
I was, yes.
They ramped up the difficulty, right? And
They
they
did.
told I spoke to Chris last night, and apparently they ramped up the difficulty even more for this one.
Yeah, it is much harder than last time, definitely.
That's fair, that's fair. All right. I'm gonna run around and mingle a little bit. So, yeah, of course, absolutely.
Big fan. Played many.
Let's put it on the other side. So.
It's okay. Thanks, mate.
Anytime, man. Hope you have a good time, man.
Yeah, flew from Germany to here.
Yeah, I flew over from Copenhagen, so I know that. I know the pain.
20 plus hours.
Yep, I know the pain. I'm so sorry to hear that you went through that. You're alive at least.
Yeah. Have fun.
All right, you too, man. Oops, stairs almost falling down here. In fact, man, PoE2 is such a big uncertainty. I wouldn't say that. I mean, there's a year to go. I don't think that's something we need to worry about at all, personally at least. But it's definitely going to be a hot topic regarding PoE1 and PoE2. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes, obviously. Take it step by step, I guess, but see how it turns out. So I'm currently having my charger connected to my phone. So I got a long ass cable. I got to be watching out for people now. So that's kind of the plan, and we'll take it from there. So my plans kind of got screwed over, right? But I'm in no rush to do the gameplay. So I think we just walk around, mingle a little bit, have some fun, meet some people, and see how long we're streaming for. You guys have seen most of the things. Actually, I see Zana from last Exilecon in the same outfit, so I gotta go say hi to him actually. Gotta do that, because I saw he was here last Exilecon as well. And here we are, just like last time. You wanna be on stream?
Sure. Yeah.
So this is the outfit. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. Having fun?
Yeah.
I love the.
Try to move that.
All right, let me switch the camera. So he has this system where you can 6-link it. It's so good.
Few things.
I got a 4-link at least.
Yeah.
That worked for a little bit.
Some colors.
I love it. It's perfect. Yeah, you got the chromatics in as well. Love the outfit, man. I'm gonna go run around a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll catch you later. I was here last Exilecon as well, so that happened. It was really cool, actually.
No, we have fire.
You're like, I can get past here without killing people. So this is the VIP queue, and then you have quite a few people. I hope they have enough items because I don't plan on buying anything today. So don't buy everything now. I want some later. Okay? Thanks. Perfect. Thanks. Let's see. We just came from upstairs, so let's have a run downstairs and see what's happening right now. I don't have the schedule on me. Dreams has that. But this is the venue. It's not massive. It's not super big or anything. There's another gameplay session here. I am not allowed to stream that, so let's make sure the camera doesn't cover that. But there's another session down here, and a snack bar, and then there's the stage where we'll be doing the streamer. Let me show you that one. The round table streaming session looks like this. We have the main hall down there, which we had the keynote presentation in, and this is where the stuff was happening. So that's basically the setup they're running. I like that statue. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Oh, I don't know what plan is, because I can't stream that. God damn it. I figured they'd be alright with that one, but apparently not. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So basically, tomorrow there's a few other things. I gotta get a hold of Amaranthi and see how far they're gone with the card game, and see how far they're going. I think we have one of the guys around here.
GHAZZY.
What's up? Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise, sir.
Connor.
Connor.
I don't watch your stream that much, but I appreciate what the podcast you're on and stuff.
Yeah.
It's quite cool. It's quite cool.
Thank you.
You bring stuff to the table other than some people, and you're like.
Well, I'm glad to hear.
Any questions, you know?
That's good to hear, man.
Enjoying
Thank
it
you.
so far?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking for Amaranthi. Have you seen him?
Amaranthi, no, unfortunately, no. I haven't.
You know where he is?
Just had did the gameplay.
I think I saw him that way fighting one of the bosses, but I lost track of him.
Okay, that's fine. No, but I appreciate it.
For super long on the gameplay. So.
Ah, right. So is the queue long for that?
Not really. Just to make sure that you're there before people leave.
Yeah. Otherwise, someone will take the spot.
But it's 45 minutes, but it went instantly. I was stuck in this last boss for ages.
Ah.
I was good at the game, but I guess not.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
But I guess you haven't tried it yet?
No, I'm going to. I'm not allowed to stream it, so I wanted to see if Amaranthi had plans on killing last boss soon, because then I'll stream and get that before I do the gameplay, because I don't want to shut the stream off and play and then boot it up again for that. Yeah, of course. Let's go over here.
Yeah, we can place it down on the thing so it's easier.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Where do you want it?
Oh,
I was wearing one of these shirts, was it 2 days ago or was it yesterday?
Yeah, I wanted to get this one signed completely by all gamers, and I wanted to do it yesterday at dinner, but I forgot the marker way back home. So, yeah. At least I got Chris Wilson, one of the first ones.
That's good, that's good. Shirts are always so messy to sign.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Ooh. Yo.
Thank you.
Perfect.
On the hunt for more streamers.
That's good. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
There we go. All right. We can play menus during the demo? If I can, yeah. I haven't looked into it. I would like to try it, but I think that if they ramped up the difficulty, I'm confident that the menus are not going to survive very well, so I mean, we'll see how it goes, I guess. Yo, how's it going?
How's it going, man?
Chillin'?
So I talked to I sent out a message in the Discord for that charity, and someone should be reaching out to you.
My business email?
On your business email.
Perfect.
So
brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, they're getting the recognition the community deserves. Just having a good time. Everyone's friends around here. Everyone's friends here. Let's see. I'm going upstairs again. We're trying to hunt down the guy that we beat last time on the card game. Because I'm stepping aside this time. And he's going for it. So I need to catch him because I want to have it recorded when he does the kill. That's the plan. Just gotta find him. A little bit of a podcast interview-ish, if you will. Let's see. Where could he be?
Oh, okay, so you guys have a different deck.
Where is he? Is he nice tea? Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. Oh shit, it's so warm. Yeah, you seen Amaranthi around?
Sorry?
You seen Amaranthi, the French guy?
No.
Card game pusher?
Yeah, I know you. I haven't seen him.
Alright.
To be honest.
Oh, I feel like I've been running up and down.
Have you had a chance to play the game yet?
No, I'm staying aside this time.
Yeah.
I got the world first last time. Stepping aside so he gets it this time, or hopefully. But I mean, he bought so many packs, $50 each, and I mean, he's got the my team from that time, and his team is helping out now, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. But I wanted to catch him for a little quick chat and see how far off he is on the kill.
The crazy thing is, the crafting line just makes it.
Yeah, but he has the other guys, right? So they have people in the team helping out. Yeah.
But
so it's 1:30 now.
I want to craft something, but
yeah. Oh, it goes all the way downstairs. Guys, check this out. So that's the crafting bench, and this is the queue. It goes all the way down. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth waiting right now.
Yeah, I doubt that, unless you're pushing and have a team, I guess. But it's gonna be more chill tomorrow as well. So if you're playing for the fun of it, it's no problem. It's just enjoying it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna keep looking. I'll catch you later. All right, you too. So let's see. I was hoping I could maybe catch some people from his team in the queue that might know where he is. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, there is a trading card game. They had last Exilecon as well. And it's very simple rules. They explain it in the keynote. And there's a bunch of GG staff members running around with shirts with stats on it, and then you have to do that, but you lose durability in your items, and the idea is to stack up your items so that you basically gear up and so that you're able to beat harder and harder encounters. Later, that's going to end up with the endgame bosses. So they talked about this in the keynote, and last time I was the world first on killing Shaper, which was the last boss of that event, which was Chris Wilson. To my understanding, there are 3 endgame bosses, so you got to beat all 3, to my understanding, to win the rewards of being the first person to do it. So I've said I'm taking a step aside, and Amaranthi is a French guy, real nice guy, and he's pushing it. So I told him that I'd like to chat with him, and I want to record when he does the last kill to secure the rank 1. The thing is, I don't know where he is, and I don't want to disturb him, because if he's pushing, you can't attack the same GGG staff twice in a row. So they're having their team rotating around. Like, you can do it all if you chill play for the 2 days. But since they were rushing for world first and it's 1:30, I think they're closing in on the end of it now, depending on. So I need to catch him if I see him. Seeing it, but also scary and concerning. So it means game all the dinos in each game. Seeing it ways every 6 instead of 3 months. I don't know. I think the split between PoE 1 and PoE 2 is going to be a very hot topic and very controversial in the community. I think that there's, if they plan on having 2 different leagues, or if they're having the same league, will play a big role in it as well. if it's different leagues, they're going to present us with a situation where they're literally two different games. Would make more sense. If they are not splitting it, that means that 2 months in from PoE 2, the people that want to league start PoE 1 will suddenly have all the information, the quirks and the engagement and the meta builds and everything is already going to be figured out when PoE 1 releases, and I think that's detrimental. Me as a guide writer, I got work to do, okay? I got a lot of work to do. But the thing is, originally they stated it was not going to be split. Originally it was supposed to be, well, you have two different campaigns, but once you're done with the campaign, you're all connected and can play together. So, I don't know, I need to talk to them and see what the fuck they're thinking, because it feels weird, the split. Have they said anything in the interviews? They've had some interviews already, right? So have they said anything about that specifically? For those of you who've been watching the main channel and the keynotes and stuff like that, I'll see if I can read the chat, because I only have 4 lines on the screen that I can read at a time. What's up, man?
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Having a good time?
Yeah, great time.
Good shit.
I'm trying to win the card game.
That's good.
Kill Chris, that's my goal.
Oh, that's always fun. Good luck. 2 months between PoE 2 league and PoE 1, you can try and write guides. Well, PoE 1 is going to have PoE 1 stuff. PoE 1 skill tree and all of those things. So it's obviously going to be different. I guess that would counter the argument of meta builds being figured out, since it's going to be different classes and skill trees different and all that. Went without your minions? No, I let them go on a break. What's up, man?
Yo.
Hi.
I want to introduce myself. I'm SR Black Dude.
SR Black Dude.
You're
okay.
the only Twitch stream in general that I subscribe
Chat,
to.
he's actually black, by the way. He's not joking.
I am. No, it's not. For those of you who've seen me talk in chat, it is actually. I am actually half. So it's not a joke. But chat, enjoy it, GHAZZY. Enjoy your time. I'll see you at the meet and greet. And
I appreciate that.
How's it go? Keep rocking.
I like that. Keep rocking, sir. I'll catch you later. I thought that was funny. I've seen him in chat so many times. It's funny because there's another guy I met earlier who also has his nickname with black something. He was pale as a ghost. I was like, this doesn't work, sir. This does not work. Let's see. Right. They're definitely not in the merch shop queue, so I guess I'm just going to take a spit, I guess, and walk around. Dude, I'm sweating my balls off right now. Woo. Cheers. Let's see if we can find him. Right, they have a map system, by the way. I'm not sure, we saw it with Amy in her outfit before. So they have a map device here, actually, and this is where you encounter maps and map bosses. It's pretty cool, actually. All right, let's see.
There's some people who are having trouble getting.
Still haven't seen him. I think I'm gonna run upstairs again. I mean, the thing is, we're probably just running by each other. That's the worst part. Need to check where the fuck this man's at, man. Oh, fuck the stairs, man. You know, one thing you'll notice if you ever come to Auckland is the insane amount of hills every fucking where. All over the place, always. He said before he's not done with PoE, he's playing Diablo between leagues.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna play all of it. I have never done the PoE. I'm sorry, boys, but it's just the way it is. All right, so if I can't find him now, I'm just gonna find somewhere to sit and catch my fucking breath for a second. I do have to check my other phone in case they poked me, because they were supposed to do that before the kill. Let's see. Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, I don't see him, so I'm gonna go grab myself a chair of some sort so I can sit the fuck down. That's my plan right now. It's all good. Let's see. Can't get PoE. I'll be to find a new overlord. Oh, thank God, a table as well. This is where I'm gonna sit. Whew. Fucking hell. Tired as a motherfucker, but we're getting there, right? Yeah, more people recognize me. Let's see, let me just respond to the message I got here. Let's see. Carapace. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, what did I miss in chat? I don't have my tripod on my fucking thingy, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, holy shit! I'm gonna catch my goddamn breath. Oh man. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, I can't read chat from that far away. Come a little closer, boys. Actually, you know what? Let me get the chat up on my phone instead so I can see what you guys are typing. Oh, deep and so. All right, Roots, if you're watching the stream right now, I'm gonna forget that, just so you know. Okay, I got a message request here. Okay. That's not from the person I was hoping it was from. All right. By the way, I just want you guys to know that it's 13:37 right now here in New Zealand, Auckland. All right. I'm just saying. And yes, I am that much of a nerd that I will mention that every day on the clock. I will mention that every day of my entire life. All right. Can I get some 1337s in the chat right now, boys? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let me get my Twitch chat up on the phone so I can actually, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Keep them spam, boys. Let's see, let me get my chat up. Oh, that was stupid. Now all I see is 1337 in the chat. All right, you don't have to spam it anymore, all right? It's too late. It's over. It's over. Oh, heck it out. Oh, the hangover is not pleasant, I can tell you that much. So, yeah. TFT, you like new league? Now, okay, so, fuck TFT. You mean Dota battle, the Dota thingy, right? Sick tattoos, glad you like them, sir. Glad you like them. 1338. Yeah, it's more like 1339 now, but almost. I don't think people like to spam 1339, but you can always try. Let's see what chat's saying. Now I can actually keep track of what you guys are saying. So let's have a conversation, boys. Let's talk about the split. What have you guys been hearing from the other people? Because from me, I feel like it's fucking I don't know what's happening. Why? Just why? It makes no sense. God damn. Well, I mean, I'm sure I can figure out a way to make it make sense. It's just it's going to be a very controversial topic. I don't know.
Sis was like, I go from PoE to D4 to last EPA, and the D4 just got removed from the rotation.
I mean, that's the crazy part, right? What's going to happen if we have PoE 1, PoE 2, Diablo 4, last epoch on a 3-month cycle? It's going to be hard. I mean, for me, I think that Diablo 4 is going to create, if they have something big happening, that's going to create more entertainment and a longevity out of it, sure. But if it's not for that, then my work with Diablo 4 has more to do with just updating the build guides, making new build guides, and as soon as I don't have any more guides to make for D4, I'd be like, okay, well, you know, I can finish that game in less than 30 hours. So, yeah, that's not a month cycle for me with Diablo 4. I can have fun for a week maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks if it's crazy, right? One thing no one's mentioning is there seems to be class-specific skills, which is directly against what PoE has always stood for. I think that seemed, from my understanding, to be specific to the uncut gems. That the gems you can cut is gated behind your class, which I think is fair. So we don't know the details. We have to keep in mind, like, we can have a conversation about these things, right? But people need to remember that when we're talking about all of the aspects of PoE 2, you have to remember it is 1 year out before the beta, and after the beta we're going to have the launch. So when we're talking about balance things and balance changes or exactly how things work, then that's not going to work. Right? Beck said on Twitter, gems are not class specific, or there you have it. So I'm just saying, like, when it comes to those specific stuffs, it's very hard to talk about, but we can talk about the game in general because then we have actual context to work from. That's how I see it. Last Epoch way better than D4. Last Epoch is a great fucking game. We just met Carvaruscu, for those of you who tuned in recently. We just met him earlier. We had a good talk with him. The thing is, generally the problem, in my opinion, is that Last Epoch needs like years of content before they are like really like stepping up and are getting to the point of being a competitive game in the scene. Diablo 4 is a shit game, but they also end up with a situation of them having the franchising, the marketing, and all that shit. In the fact, Crypt and Jonathan, they talked about the skills. Skills are not specific, but it's harder for some classes to get stats required. It makes sense. Interesting, minions tied to spirit. My favorite comment I read about is that it will be class locked early on, but fully open later. You're talking about the palm skills being monk skills, that you could only have them as a monk. Well, yeah, I think they were more presenting it as it being like a monk-specific kind of skill, but you can use in any other class, to my understanding. Similar to how minion skills are mostly witch skills, like absolution and stuff like that. It's more like guardian skills, right? I think that's how they were presenting it. But again, we're talking specifics, and that's going to be very hard to do as well. So this is where we met Pie by Pie earlier as well. So you guys can recognize that picture. Pretty cool actually with that outfit. Let's see if I can get a hold of Amoranti. Amaranth. Can't even fucking spell his goddamn name. God damn it. Ammo. Not in that server. No. Okay. Okay. Let's try the other server then. Amarantha. I thought it was Amaranthi. Everyone's saying Amaranthi. You know what? I don't even know who to message at this point. So yeah. Yeah.
Can we?
Absolutely. Give me a second, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, I can stand up.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you very
Perfect.
much.
Anytime, man.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
You too.
Cheers.
So you're streaming right now?
Yeah, I'm live right now.
Okay, cool.
Cheers. Sorry, where was I? I completely lost track of what I was doing. Sorry. Oh man. I was playing the one support did increase damage. Yeah, I spoke to Kelly and I'm gonna do a longer session, but I'm not allowed to stream it. That's reserved for the big streams, which I am not doing. I would have loved to do that to showcase minions, but I think that with the difficulty ramp up, it's going to be pretty rough on minions in general, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know where the other guys are, so I'm going to send a message over to, before I forget now, let me actually do this. I'm going to send a message over to Dreams, who's helping me out a lot right now. There he is. I am at one of the stairs between all right, there we go. No stream, can you record? And no, we are not allowed to do any of that. Actually. All right, let me get my Twitch chat up. So I can only read 4 fucking lines on the phone there. I don't see or hear like notifications because I had that turned off, and I don't want to fuck with the sound right now to fuck anything up. So thanks so much, J-Rock, because I actually see that you did a 21 months resub with the Prime. Appreciate that very much, man. Thank you. You guys are too wonderful with the support, guys. Thank you. All right, let's see what I missed in chat then. Fork and Leash, Fist of War, less boring, add cold damage with gems. You play which test spell? I was under the assumption you couldn't really play minions unless you got a lucky drop there. I have no idea. That's one of the reasons I wanted to spend some more time so that I can actually go through those things and see what we have access to when it comes to the minion archetype of PoE2 in the current iteration of the game. So I reached out to Kelly. They are making sure that I will have a longer sitting at the playtime, so I can actually do that. So we'll see. I have no idea. I do remember having zombies, I believe, in my first time playing back in 2019, and they died. They died a lot. Let me tell you. But they also ramped up the difficulty, which means we might encounter the exact same problems in the current iteration of the game because they ramped up the difficulty even more and making that even harder. And if that's the case, then again, we're going to have problems with minions surviving.
I'll bring the thing on Monday if you want to have a...
I would love to. I mean, I'm looking forward to it now. You've been hyping it up. Yeah, I saw Carvarusku earlier, by the way. Carvarusku is here somewhere. All right. Oh, nice. All right. I'll talk to you later. So you get minion gems. This is going to be lock and draw. I think when Assist was on, it was Monk, Sorcerer, Ranger, and Shadow. Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be interesting either way to see where we land with it, I guess. Is your chat mod? Is your chat mod an Exilecon is keys it generates under control? I got one of my moderators is here, yes. Everyone else is literally trigger happy, ready to fire in the chat, so behave. Okay, as always. Any thoughts on the new support gems for new cast and minions? I mean, with new mini mastery changes coming up for 322, and the fact that we're looking at the possibility of seeing them be in a position for used for temp summon minions, it would make sense to put on Skellies, Mage Skellies. It would make sense to put on Akuna's Will Zombies, but most importantly, it would make sense to put on SRS, because getting them adrenaline and shit like that
the APS those motherfuckers get is insane. Like, actually insane. So that would ramp up the efficiency of a Poisonous Arrest build a lot. So if we don't see any significant nerfs to that next league, I would be very surprised if Poisonous Arrest is not meta again. And if it is, Baller Mage has the original build guide of it, and I have the written guide for it, so we're good. We are good. You're handsome in other angles, but I look like shit in this one. Thank you. I don't have a tripod on. I couldn't find my selfie stick, so I had to buy another one, which I picked up at the airport. So I literally have my phone laying down right now. So you guys have to live with this angle, all right? I mean, this one. Come on, people. I'm literally here amongst other human beings. It's not parasocial anymore. It's actually direct human contact social experience. Can't make me blush. New mind support looks really awkward. You usually detonate a left click. I have no idea. It looked pretty cool though. I like the idea of it. I did like the idea of it. D4 got buffed like 8 hours ago, and GG nerfed again to the ground. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that is a good one. I like that one. I like that one. Have you met Quinn yet? Yeah, a couple of times. Couple of times. Let's confirm that you can turn into a bear and roll in the city. Oh my god. Everybody knows exactly what's gonna happen on a league launch, right? You enter the first city, you just see a fucking bunch of people just rolling. Oh, for fuck's sake. And the best part about that is that will never go old. Did Quinn make the build for the monk in the live gameplay 0 DPS? No, you're gonna have to ask him. You have to keep in mind that they ramped up the difficulty even more than they did last time, so shit's actually hard, like really hard. 36 ascendancies is kind of nuts. True, that's very true. Patch 1.1.1, match notes D4 on Wednesday, by the way. Some adjustments to minions on Necro. Oh, really? Really? Like, are they fixing the Ring of Mendel and the Bone Prison? Or they're just gonna buff us and make the already stupid, most stupidest, strongest build for Necromancer in the entire fucking game even stronger? I'm assuming they're gonna do the latter, because that would make endgame easier, which currently doesn't exist, but it would help the casuals. I'm assuming, at least. How you doing, man? Yeah. You want to join? Well, no extra chairs, though. I'm sorry.
I can do the Asian squat because I live in Tokyo.
Oh, I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to get up in a week. Jesus Christ. So how you doing?
You learn with in-ground toilets. That's where you learn.
Really?
You literally have to.
Okay.
Depends on where you live.
Fair enough.
I lived in the countryside first.
All right. Huh.
So what are you talking about?
Yeah, what were we talking about? Everything. PoE 1 and 2 being split, the controversial topic.
Oh yeah. I thought that was probably the biggest. Oh my god.
Yeah, like they originally. Yeah, same. I mean, originally they said that there was going to be the different campaigns, and once the campaign was over, it was going to be everyone can play together, hideouts and whatnot. Now they're talking about them being completely separate.
Yeah, like even end games would be different.
Yeah, and I mean, does that mean that, like, the end games were supposed to be the same early on, right?
Yeah, I mean, I assumed like the whole class changes to the items, links, how all that stuff worked, that all of that was going to be changed, and the only thing that was going to remain the same is
have the campaign.
Yeah, that's what they sold us in the starts. So now they're like, okay, but if they do one, PoE 2 launch into 2 months later having PoE 1 launch, and then 1 month after that it's a PoE 2 launch again, and then 2 months after that PoE 2, when the fuck are we gonna have time to play something else? Because now we have PoE 2 into PoE 1 into Diablo. Well, actually, it would be PoE, Diablo, PoE.
They got jealous. They heard it. People were planning to do Last Epoch, Diablo 4, and
yeah, Last Epoch's launching this year. So I don't know. It just feels really awkward. Who's that guy? This is Snoopy. Or Snoopy.
Yeah,
Snoopy even. Sorry, Snoopy.
We met last night.
Snoopy.
After a few drinks.
A little dog. Yeah, it was last night, right? At the bar after the. Oh god.
I saw you at the dinner. I don't think I said hi yet.
No, I was thinking like after the dinner I was gonna go out and get a drink or two and then go to my hotel. Problem was I spotted Brian Weissman, one of the GGG founders. It's not really that active with him anymore, but I met him last time and we hit it off real well. So we started talking again. I had a really good time. So I got stuck when they were closing down the fucking place. I sat there for 2 hours. Then I got to the bar and realized I'm way up too late. Like, this is not good.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. So there's like a party here after Sunday, tomorrow, right? Afterwards.
It was tomorrow, right? Not today.
So.
Or was it today as well?
Probably be smart to not go crazy tonight.
I have a panel to deal with tomorrow morning, so no. No, I'll probably have a really early night, get some guides to fix tonight, and then Witcher has new episodes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought nobody was interested in that anymore.
Well, Henry Cavill is still there in this season. So, this season, sure. So, I mean, I got things I can do. What's your plans for the day, then?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I'm definitely thinking I want to take a nap.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
That's actually the thing I'm looking forward to most. I kind of wanted to do something fun, like hang out with people. Apparently, like Valor Mage of the Discord or something. Making plans for so people who are here are able to actually network.
All right. I'm just waiting for Amaranth to get the last kill. Like last year, I was the world first on getting the TGC game finished, and we had a whole team and everything. And this time I decided I'm going to step aside because we kind of screwed over the other team last time. So I said I'm going to step aside, and whoever helped me then are now, we are all helping this other guy now, and it's a French guy. Okay. He's the one who's been buying decks outside for $50 each.
Oh my God.
So
somebody already had like an entire mass handful.
Yep.
Oh,
so.
Have you tried the PoE 2 demo yet?
No, I'm not allowed to stream it, so I wanted to get this done first, and then I'm going to play it after I shut the stream down. So he said he find me Neon. I got a kill on him. I don't know how, like, which is the last one. Yeah, because it was like Mark, Neon, and Chris, right? I think those are the 3 last ones, so you have to kill all 3 or something.
That's so cool.
Yeah, because they're rushing, right? They don't want to have anyone else beating them to it.
Well, again, it's just like in the game where, you want to be the first one to get somewhere because then you don't have the competition. You get the stuff for cheaper.
Exactly.
In this case, you don't have to stand in line to fight a dev.
Yep.
You just constantly in front of the line because you jump up front. So the devs that are representing really powerful monsters, they don't have anybody in line waiting for them because nobody's there.
Exactly.
But if you guys get ahead.
And the queue for the crafting bench, you have a couple of teammates there.
This game,
It's just PoE all over, man. Yeah. Cinda, thanks so much for the 5 gifts, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, sir. So it's like they have the team, so they have people staying in queue for crafting. So I spoke to one guy earlier. So when the queue started getting big, they put one guy at the queue, but he didn't have anything to craft. But before he got to the crafting bench, he had cards to craft with. So they just ran by and just delivered this, craft this.
All right, I'm gonna go.
All right, you do some.
You have fun. Okay.
All right, I'll catch you later, man.
Have a good one.
Cheers. All right, thanks so much, Cinda, for the 5 gifts, man. I appreciate that, dude. I got a message from Amaranthi. He said, "Find me Neon. I got a kill on him." I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I don't know where Neon is. I don't know if that's the last one. I don't know what the plans are. So I hope one of the dudes. All right, we'll see how it goes. Let me see if I can catch up with chat again. Sorry about that. Confirm the chromatic orbs in gem will be deterministic. How is a chromatic orb in a gem deterministic? You use it and you decide which color it's gonna be? That'll happen. This change made 100% change. Same per game and double that and interact them with one another. Yeah, basically. Try to keep my eyes open, see if I spot him. There's gas in the actual path of Exilecon, only 5 people in here. I mean, I was out for food earlier, Jaden. I'm literally just sitting down right now waiting for an update on the situation. Oh, I got confirmation. Shit, he has the last things for the last kill. Let's go. Let's go, boys. We got things to do. We are going, boys. We are actually going. It's happening. How long did it take them? It's 2 p.m. Bottom floor. All right, I'm coming. Hold on. Woo! And that is Eric Olofsson. Let's see, where is he? Oops, sorry. Let's see if I can find him.
You're really getting this.
We are gonna find Amaranthi, and then we're gonna chase down Maven. We're gonna find and chase down Maven, which would be Neon, I guess.
Probably you will get it. I can't go.
Oh, Neon just went on stage. So once he's off stage, we'll actually have the kill recorded. That's good. So now I'm just gonna find Amaranthi so we can have a little chat about it, the progress there. So Kikis have some work to do. That's the plan right now. Is Exilecon a good place to be? It's a great place to be. Absolutely amazing. Trying to see if I can find him though. If I can find him. You seen Amaranthi? He got the stuff. He's ready for Maven, but Neon walked on stage. He's getting the kill in an hour. Bro, it's 2 p.m. That's faster than we did last time. That's fucking insane.
I know he has an Abyssus. Did you see it?
Sorry.
The Abyssus, did you see the helmet?
The helmet?
He can attack and defend with the helmet, so that allows him to use it with the weapon and a shield also.
Oh, shit. All right.
10 attack, like 10 defense, and some crazy stuff.
Okay. Was that a unique or? Oh, shit.
The helmet that hurt you? You take extra fizz?
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
That's good to hear. I'm trying to find it because since he can't do the kill anyway, so I might as well just get a chat with him.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
He said he was on bottom floor, so. All right, that's fine.
Tell him to meet you at the bloody fixture.
I just told him I was next to the merch shop.
Yeah. We're trying to get in line. I've been sitting here for 45 minutes.
Ah, shit, man.
Garbage.
Why don't you do it tomorrow? Queue's gonna be way shorter tomorrow.
They want to. They're worried. I got new homies worried about it. You know how that goes. We're gonna go merch. We're gonna go merch.
It's all good.
We can go.
Fair enough.
How's the chat doing? How they doing? They straight?
This is Slim B, boys. Sorry, you only see his chest when you see my face.
Look, normal size for GHAZZY. It's like this.
Fuck, where is he?
That's awesome. Awesome t-shirt.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's pretty dope. Was that in the goodie bag?
Yeah, swag. The
swag
bag.
Swag bag. Oh, there we have him.
There's Noodle.
We got Amaranth here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing super nice. Like, so we got some pictures this morning when we saw Neon.
Yeah.
And like this is his T-shirt with all his symbols.
Oh shit!
All right. And what we got here are 5 cards. These 2 pieces, one armor.
The camera's here.
Yeah, camera's here. One armor and one ring. These more than take off of for his attack. And here we got an insanely crafted weapon, thanks to Delph, because it's got little fossil mod at the bottom, which
nice.
makes it super nice. Because to defeat him, you need 3 fire, 3 lightning, 3 cold, 2 chaos, and a bunch of other stuff. The chaos, I'll be using the wild symbol on this one, as well as the wild on this one.
Nice.
The fact it also has 1 cold gives me the 3rd, and basically I need 1 more lightning, which I can find here. So this
brilliant.
This set of 5 cards right here.
That covers your defenses.
As soon as Neon walks off the stage, basically gets a kill.
And that's the last one you needed.
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, it's the first one I'm going to kill. But
the first of the 3 bosses, right?
I have the cards for Chris as well.
Yeah.
I just don't know the symbols on Jonathan yet.
Oh, you haven't seen the pictures of Chris?
I have also everything I need to pick on Chris. Yes. But I want to do Neon first, because last time it was the optional boss that many people missed. So this time I want to make sure it's fixed.
Fair enough, fair enough. Shall we take a step aside and you can walk us through how this how this happened?
Yes, well, we go up and meet up with the rest of my group.
Let's do that.
Who are right now putting together the sets for many uniques.
I heard about the Abyssus.
Yes. Basically, an armor is supposed to be used for defense.
Yeah.
But the wording on Abyssus makes it can only be used for offense. So that's one thing we get. We also made, like, we got a few people to try Delph. And through Delph you get 4 souls. What the 4 souls do is, whenever you use an alchemy orb or a chaos orb at the crafting bench, they had an additional sticker with 2 symbols from whatever on top of the item.
That's nice. Chris is the Exarch, and his shirt were a lot of fire symbols. Yeah, I think so as well, right? Cool hairstyle, thank you. We're going to see the team. Not sure if all of them are here, but we're going to meet the team.
So Exarch, we need a ring with 4 symbols, 3 or 4 symbols total, and we're good.
Okay,
everything else is
Well, you're the planning here, boys.
We need literally any ring whatsoever.
Yeah, so we got like quite a few super nice items from, like, some bosses give some really nice stuff.
Sure, but we need to trade for literally any ring we can kill Exarch.
We have this kind of stuff you can find. This is a really nice base.
Here.
You're going to also find this kind of shield,
Most of
which
that's
is really nice.
right?
Okay. I'm going to go try and trade for someone for a ring.
Yes.
I'm going with them.
Yes. You can also find...
Just running off to do the trades. Love to see it, man. Love to see it.
Dedication. You can also craft this kind of stuff. This is a really nice base because it has 1 of each element, which is required to defeat some of the tier 3 bosses.
Yeah.
This is one of the best 2-hand bases.
I think I've got a nearly...
This is a really nice base as well for the armors.
Good shit.
Nearly the same. 1 less.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's some nice ones.
You can also find stuff like this. There's lots of nice bases. And in terms of rare items that you craft using alchemy orbs, the best thing you can get is 4 symbols. So this one is another one of the items we're going to use, just like this one that we showed just before. That will let us kill basically another tier 3 boss. We've managed to do the tier quest on 4 decks so far.
Oh, the quest, can you show that to the stream?
Yes, I can show.
So it's basically you have a quest you can do that you get rewards for.
Yes.
And he's saying he's finished this on 4 decks so far. And it is currently 10 minutes past 2.
We got a lot of decks, like, not gonna lie.
What's up, Slipper Jim? You want to be on stream?
Yeah, no, I want to show my cards.
You want to show your cards?
Yeah, what do we got here?
This one is complete.
Those are one-shots though, that's really good. So like a cast on death mechanics, go in, one-shot them. Love to see.
I haven't been brave enough to find anyone yet, so I need to see how it goes.
Love to see it, man.
That's my one joke I've got.
To get to this stage, we unfortunately had to spend 1 hour straight at the crafting bench. One-on-one with the crafter. And this is literally everything we used in one section in terms of cards. Which is basically a full day for most people. Like, there is pretty much
oh my god.
100 cards.
You remember last time? We didn't have this much last time.
Lots of currency and shit. Like, I mean,
Jesus Christ.
You
got a metallic fossil as well? Holy shit.
Yes, we got the frigid somewhere in here.
Potato man.
Here's the frigid fossil. Like, and we still have like 6 or 7 sulfide.
Oh, that's good. That's fucking hilarious. Last time I know we had a fat stack, but this is over and beyond. But we also didn't kill it at 2 p.m. We had the kill must have been 4 p.m. or something.
No, it was just as the venue was closing. So like
it was that late.
5 something. 5:30.
5. Jesus Christ! It took that long.
And that's.
And I remember we had the problem was that some of us were like literally there making sure that we were going to get the kill, right? But during that time where they were having the presentation, they were getting in line because other people started catching up at that time frame. But there's no way. Do you guys know if anyone's catching up to you guys?
We know that one other person has completed 1 deck.
Yeah, but that's not going to help much.
I don't know. I tried to get in touch with Chris. If we need to go through him and Jonathan before fighting Maven, because that might be something. I don't know.
So, which one would be considered the last boss then? Because for us it was easy last time.
Yeah, I would say Maven. For me, I mean,
it's still Maven.
Because here's the thing. The way I see like the Atlas, we have the Eater of World and the Exarch that are like dependent on one another. Like they're basically the opposite sides of the same coin. But you have Maven that's basically fighting them. So
fair enough. But let's see, who's Maven? That's Neon.
It's Neon, yes.
And you haven't killed any of the 3 last ones yet?
That's the thing. No, we haven't. We are missing basically 1 ring with 2 fire symbols to also be able to kill Chris.
Yeah.
And in terms of Jonathan, we are still trying to find him so we can take a picture of his t-shirt so we know exactly what we need. We probably have what it takes for him or close to. But
fair enough.
So yeah, we're just waiting.
But do you think you have the cards for I mean, you have one crafting now trying to trade. You have the guys trying to trade for a 2 fire ring.
Yes.
But the durability is going to go off on 2 kills, right?
Yes.
So do you have everything prepped for the 3rd kill then?
Yes.
Yes, this man comes prepared. I love to see it. Teamwork, boys.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is, right? PoE is supposed to be a social game. That's why there's no auction house or anything. You have to go to other people, trade with them. I've traded, like some people gave them a couple, like 3 magic weapons, 2 1-unders and 1 2-under, and they would trade me back with an other alchemy, which was way more useful for me.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
And we got like some really nice bases that we can still upgrade.
Yeah. Brilliant.
If you need to get more stuff, basically kill them. That's what we're going to do. Like we got what we need to kill and do a few more of these decks. Like some of them are started but not finished. So.
Fair enough. What was the rewards on the decks?
You get to choose between two cards. Whatever the tier, you get to choose between two cards.
Okay.
They pull at random. They have obviously different decks that they pick from, depending on tier. Tier 4 can have Unix. I've seen a Rapid Glow inside. I personally, on the first one, got to choose between an Orb of Chaos or I think it was one of these bases that was quite decent. And you have, like, many people are going to sleep on monsters that are not part of the quest. Like, for example, Druid is not a tier 3 boss, it's not a god or whatever, but Druid you can get some really nice stuff from. They have the card because they are doing the thing.
Oh, there's 2 axes that
yeah, we got like 2 Queen Reigns from her. We got the Abysses as well.
Yeah.
You guys have the Abysses, but basically Abysses, I think I have a picture on my phone. It's really, really powerful.
So essentially what you're saying is in an hour when they get off, you're killing Neon.
At 45 minutes, I've been pointed at the door from which Neon is supposed to
He comes running with the traded card.
The little fire symbol we were missing.
And they got the fire symbol, so now you guys are ready for Chris Wilson as well.
Yes.
So you have your 2 decks ready to burst down both of them, and the only thing you're lacking is information on Maven.
Yeah, we have we don't know how what Jonathan Eater of Worlds.
It's Eater Worlds you're missing.
Yeah. We have no idea what Jonathan's shirt looks like.
This is the Abysses.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's been quality now. There you go.
Nice. So you're lacking information on Jonathan's shirts?
Yes.
All right, let me see if I can pull some streamer proofs on this.
I'd love for
get this white shit out of my deck.
Somebody to manage to like warn Neon that I'm going to ambush him. Because Murray pointed me to where I was supposed to come out.
We still want a ring. There's a guy in the line there that has dream fragments, which is fucking insane.
Okay, can we...
oh, am I allowed to swear on stream?
Where
but wasn't Jonathan on the display?
He didn't have the t-shirt.
Oh.
Either. He had an old t-shirt.
We haven't gotten any rings up until now.
Okay, so where's the gear for our friend the Exarch?
Someone else had that with you when I left.
Okay, so...
Is it in one of these?
No, that's...
No.
Okay, so we need this for Chris. So put it this way. Okay, we need to find...
I sent Kelly a message, see if we can get some info.
Yes, please. What's this? This is destroy stuff or no? This is just regular whatever, right?
It's just white. It's just not good, really.
Yeah, not good.
It's hard to see Jonathan, his shirt.
Put this one, put this.
Dream is saying you get to kill bosses on stage in this next panel.
Who?
One of my mods saying that you get to kill bosses on stage in this next panel.
Okay, I want that. I want Maven.
So let's head down to the main hall and we'll see if Jonathan's there with a shirt.
Yes.
And then have the minions help out. There's a car there if you don't forget that one. Alright. Action's happening, boys. Alright, let's see how. I hope the reception is good down there now. So you don't end up with it disconnecting. That would take away the, the excitement a little bit. All right, let's see where we're landing. Jonathan's shirt on the stream. Hey, I got Jonathan's info.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks, Meixsell. Is saying attack 9. Take a photo.
Yes, thank you.
We'll obviously verify, so, but thanks so much, Meixsell. Appreciate it.
I would definitely. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Let's head down. Oh, I love this. This was fun. I remember doing this last Exilecon. Everyone was running. I was sweating my balls off. I feel like the competition was pretty harsh last time as well. But yeah, of course. It's mostly about just making the cues, right? Oh, Almost dropped my fucking microphone there. Oh, could you hold this for 2 seconds?
Yes.
Thank you. I almost dropped my mic.
Oh, yeah, the mic.
There we go, thank you. Almost dropped my fucking receiver. Thank you, Meixsell. Appreciate that, sir. So, I hope the reception is going to be good down there now, because during the keynote, it was rough.
So you're supposed to come out of this door.
Yeah, but Dreamy was saying that you were able to kill the bosses on stage. So let's go down. You get the VIP, right? So we can go down here. Yeah. So we go down here and we'll see if we can find Dreamy and see what he says, because he was talking about it.
However, it's in a pretty good state. Flash charges though, going back to that, well, tangentially we have checkpoints, which you saw me revive it in the keynote, if you saw that, where you're just outside the boss. It is a new instance. You start the fight from scratch. However, the checkpoint restores your flash charges, fully heals you, and all of that. If he needs flasks right now, it is our expectation that he finds an opportunity to town portal, which he just did. You'll notice it has an animation. During boss fights, you now have I want to say that's about 2.5 to 3 seconds, but I don't remember the exact thing. It is normally instant, only if you're in a boss fight do you do it. Does it have a cast time like that? The other thing is that in order to stop people from just creating them during emerge sequences and all that, the moment they become hostile or portals in their arenas are destroyed, we really want, I'll tell you what's disheartening is when you make Katava and you go and see the world firsts, of which some of you might even be here who did this, and you're literally using 40 portal scrolls to fight, going, oh, he's doing a skill, portal to town, portal back in, sit in grace period. And there are other ways to do this, but it's pretty disheartening to see. So we're working to make you really actually have to fight the boss, have to engage the boss, have to deal with these things. If you were to Alt F4 right now, don't do it, but if you were to Alt F4 right now and log back in, you will be exactly where you logged off.
Can you hear what he's saying on stage?
And the boss will still. So if you're about to get slammed and you log out macro, it does not save you. You will be logging back in and that boss will be paused, and the moment you move, that slam hits.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm checking where Dreamy is seated right now. So
the checkpoints, yes, you have to start the fight from scratch if you die. Pretty brutal, but it means we can't be too complicated with them, we can't be too difficult, except until later. It obviously gets progressively difficult, but it means more so we have to be more accurate with the balance. If you misbalance it, so many people are going to just hit a wall and they're going to have to stop playing. And that's very, very brutal. And I mean misbalance in the difficult direction, not the easy direction. That will be very brutal and it will be not good. Now that's still kind of the same in PoE1, but the other thing that's super disheartening to see is people just die, revive, cast a few more skills, die, revive, cast a few more skills, die, revive. Like, it is just like, it's just brutal. And then you don't learn anything, you don't gear for any of it. Having a rough time. So this is the second petrification phase here.
Thank you, sir.
This phase is getting drowning orbs, which counterclockwise and clockwise while you're having to deal with the minions. Just an example of escalation, but this fight is horrible. Let's go check end of the test, which is go around. Summoning bone.
Are we back? Okay, so I cannot use the Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi is fucked, and I can't go down in front because the connection or reception is not going to work. So what I have to do is I have to stay further back. Just let me know if there's any connection issues, and I'll stay here at the entrance.
Pretty fun. Hopefully we get that far. I can talk about some of the mechanics behind that one. Yeah, good luck. All right, let's just give him a go for a minute here. Let him concentrate a little bit. Just want to see you get it in phase 2.
All right, I'll walk down a little bit. Let me know if there's any issues.
Oi. Lot of work to get her to. So that one you just saw, she creates 2 walls. The fire actually splits at her, sending damage that way. So not only running to the sides is safe, standing directly behind her makes you safe. It can be sometimes hard to maneuver into that exact position, however.
No, the connection is terrible down there. The connection is terrible. Are we back? Chat, we're back. All right, let's just stay upstairs.
So this one's in Act 2 on the Huntress. This is in the Macedon Badlands. Bone Pits, I think, is the second area. Here we go. So you've got these necromancers here. Again, more bone magic. And they summon this guy. We've shown this one off in the old Act 2 gameplay trailer, however long ago that was. Won't be fighting this one for too long, but because we'll move on, not because you'll necessarily win or lose. But what this one brings to the table, the difficulties or complexities of this one is when you've got a twin fight, how do you make it that once you kill one, it isn't just completely boring and trivial? And so that's what we had originally. You have a good fight when there's both of them, and then the moment you kill one, it's just like, well, now I'm dealing with half. You never want a boss fight to just become, unless you've done an interesting mechanic to temporarily get ease out of the fight, we don't want it to be that you just all of a sudden have, you know, a half-paced fight and it's like, oh, it's fine from here on. The fight should get harder, they should escalate, they should get more difficult. And that is what we had to accomplish here. So when he dies, he leaves, like, his energy is still linked to the Mastodon, so he remains and he does, his magic's still from his corpse. And it would use this kind of mechanic, but they'll be moving throughout the arena, so it adapts. When the Mastodon dies, the Necromancer just completely gets a bit angry, or he takes back his power from what he infused into the Mastodon, and he amplifies all of his skills. His lightning strikes hit differently, his meteors hit differently, different patterns, different distributions. Now, getting both, that means getting both to as low health as possible together and killing them at the same time is one strategy. If you find it is easier to deal with a buffed Mastodon, then killing the Necro first is easier. And if you find it's easier dealing with a buffed Necro, entirely based on your playstyle, your build, your skills, you have those 3 decisions of what decision to make in order to make life easier for yourself. Sometimes it's hard to make those decisions on the fly, but if you go in there with, say, an attempt and then you go in for another attempt, you can easily make that decision and you can go, I'm going to focus DPS on one or the other. So let this play out a little bit as well. I'm going to talk about another one while this is happening. It might be a bit weird, but it's, we're not going to show it, there's no need. And that is just, interestingly, the hardest boss in the game to balance so far has been the first boss in Act 1. Every single day, some game system changes. A player skill changes, a new mechanic is added, like all of a sudden there's heavy stun to deal with, all of a sudden there's something. And so you've got this thing where you're working chronologically through our areas and you start with this one boss. And I probably wouldn't be surprised if we've had to rebalance that first boss over 500 times in order to make it feel right. And you don't know you're going to come up with a new mechanic the next day, you just kind of, it just happens. And so then all of a sudden, character balance changes in such a way, or a unique monster life, or stun ability, or something changes, and all of a sudden you've got to rebalance everything you've already done. It can be quite taxing, but what it results in is, like, you often want to leave things, you know, not 100% because they'll become 70% a week later or less. In terms of how well done. All right, so you can see now from this, going back to this fight here that Octavian's doing, you can see now there's a new mechanic introduced, which is there is both a moving kind of bullet hell style projectile sphere, as well as what we call volatiles, which are the orbs chasing him that will explode once they make proximity. So fighting just the Mastodon is now harder because you have to deal with these two extra mechanics. But he's doing pretty well. Quite a success here, I suspect. I believe. So yeah, going back to the Miller, it's actually the smaller Miller is the first boss. It's been very, very, very hard to balance is one word. Lots of time spent on it. The other thing is we really don't want it to be that you can walk up to him and just hold down a button, not dodge a thing, not evade a thing, and survive. And you know, at one point we had only one life left. Well done. At one point we had only one life flask, one mana flask. And without the normal monsters now getting flask charges back, we ended up deeming, and I mean on, not overall, I mean on the beach, what you start with. And what we learned is that often you will run out of flask. If you just stood there and held down attack, or whatever skill you have, you would run out of flask charges and life before you killed them, most of the time. And then all of a sudden we added another life flask back. And so now you're fighting the Miller, and now you can just go back to holding down one skill, never moving, never dodging, because as long as one of his skills cannot one-shot you, and the time between attacks is long enough that you can restore your life, then you're fine. You're never going to die as long as you have enough life flasks.
Want me to go fight?
What do we want you to fight? Let's just show some prisoner for a moment here.
Joy.
Don't worry about it. No success.
It's a very cool boss. I just
just want to show. I just want to show how cool it is. So then, make sure you open all three of the doors. A little heist mini game before the boss.
I'm back where I was when I went down.
It's because of all the cheats, though. So yeah, all of a sudden we had another life flask to characters, and now people are just sitting there face tanking it until it dies again, and you never have to dodge. So we have to rebalance the boss yet again. It's either that or rebalance flasks, but then you have to determine which one. One boss being rebalanced is far easier than rebalancing all the flasks for every character. Obviously, you don't go with that one.
We wanted to show the doors, so I'm just clicking back to the doors.
Yeah, so this one has a cool epic lead up where you've got a series of doors, and you're in the bottom of a prison. This prison was built around this boss. He is a regenerator, he cannot die. So what they would do is keep the boss in a perpetual state of drowning. It was actually our intention, and it may still happen, that this room he's about to go into is completely flooded with water, and when you open this door, the water drains out. And he was kept there just to make sure that he couldn't break free, because he cannot be killed, except for by the player, for some reason. But it's interesting in this one, he changed it, has 3 phases. He definitely sets a new bar, but brutal. There are actually ballistae around the arena, and the first time you phase shift him, he will take a knee, and then you hit the ballista fires at him, and the spear goes, the big projectile, it's a big metal spike, goes into him, and he can pull that out, and now use it as a weapon. So there's phase change number 1. The second one, the second ballista, he will get shot, and he will lose his entire arm, it will be gone. He will then kind of Dragon Ball Z Piccolo style grow a new one, and that arm is fresh and imbued with, like, his corpse is all rotted, so he doesn't get to use too much magic, just the cold magic from his like frozen organs. Now he regrows a fresh bloody arm, and he can now use blood magic, and then you've got phase 3, so he's both got a spear and blood magic going on. He's very difficult. Oh, nice heavy stun. Oh, All good. So, my plan, as I said, it was pretty impromptu to just go through things. We've got about 13 minutes left, so I'm going to say we just skip straight to seeing if anyone wants to come up here and fight. It is not going to be a, if you succeed, you get some merch. I will just give you some merch anyway. However, it'll be one at a time. I'll ask people to raise their hand if they want. If no one wants to, we'll go to Q&A. It's fine. But I'd like to give some people to give a shot. There's some hand sanitizer up here if you're feeling like you want it. You don't have to, it's up to you. We will pick the boss. Hard luck. But again, put on a show, and then you get the merch. It's all good. We just want to have this be fun and entertaining. Alright, so that being said, let me just check there wasn't anything super critical that we just talked through. I'll talk over when people are fighting anyway. Does anyone, especially on the ground floor, if you're up there, you might want to move down if you want an attempt, but I can't see too well here, so I'll just pick whatever I can see. Oh, I see someone right there.
Oh,
yes,
so
you who stood up. Stairs are over here. Come give it a go. I saw a waving hand, it's very hard to see.
I'm not playing it on stream, sadly.
We'll do ones we've shown here a little bit. We'll give the Blind Beast a go on the Warrior. Keep renaming that class, and I keep almost mispronouncing the other name. Welcome. Give it a go. So he's going to set you up, go over there. He'll get you into the correct position on the correct class. Again, you want to sanitize your hands, go for it, and you've got the floor up.
Okay, so what they're doing is they're allowing people to go kill the bosses, but that's not killing the card bosses, which is what we were looking for. Yeah, from what I've seen, and it says Mathel played it. Yeah, it's a shame that I'm not allowed to stream me doing it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm buying something to snack on is what I'm thinking. I'll have one of those. Let's see. And Coke Zero.
Is that all for today?
Yeah.
That is $13 for tap on the screen.
I don't need the receipt, thank you. Thank you. Perfect. I'm gonna find somewhere to sit, I think, again. Or stand. I found a place here. Coke Zero and I don't know, some pastry. It was 130. It was 13 bucks. What the fuck? I didn't even pay attention. I just need something to drink. All right. It's pretty dark here. Oh shit. Anyways, I don't even know what this was. Food. Fried weta. Oh man. I had a burger earlier, but it's not enough, man. I'm starving. I'm actually starving. But no, the they are going for the card kill. Hi.
Really quick?
Absolutely.
Try and get a picture with all the streams.
Absolutely. What are you saying, guys?
Sorry, I don't know if you guys. Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you, man.
Anytime, man. Have a good day. And then hot cosplay chicks around, actually. Yeah, everywhere. But no one beats the real Kraken. The real Kraken, let me tell you, boys. The hottest woman on this planet. Oof. She cosplays as the Kraken 24/7. Her name is Hannah. She happens to be my fiance, so I'm a very lucky man. Well played. There's a difference between playing and speaking the truth. You gotta preach. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna eat this, wipe my fingers so I can actually look at the phone, because this wasn't for the card game. You enjoying New Zealand so far? Oh yeah. New Zealand's great. Last time I got so fucking sick afterwards, so that's why I brought hand sanitizer this time. So I can avoid getting sick. At least that's the plan, but we'll see how that goes. So far, so good though. I was hoping to go see Hobbiton as well on Monday, I think. Well, the thing is, I could skip the play in the game today and try to stream for as long as I can, as long as my battery holds up, and go from there. How's it going? I'm live, by the way, so you know.
Where's your camera?
It's right here.
Hello. You didn't hear, but I asked a bunch of minion questions.
No, I got it on second hand. Oh yeah, I made them report to me.
Jonathan slipped something like you can cast as many zombies as you want if Spirit allows, or something like that.
Yep, I heard that. Unlimited minions.
Giga zombie building coming.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be fun. That was well done, by the way. So from what I've been hearing, it was really well done. So I'm gonna rewatch it later. I'll talk to you later, man. But yeah, I mean, I can do that. Skip the gaming, and I'll do the game tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm not streaming anyways. Plus, I told Sis he could borrow some of the equipment I have from my IRL stream. Have him do that, so he's able to stream. That would work. I have the traffic on the SIM card, so he'll be fine on that. And I'm not streaming tomorrow anyway, so that's perfectly fine. That's good shit. We'll see what happens. Hobbiton is good, but it's a few hours from Auckland. Yeah, that's the problem, because if I do that on the Monday, I am fucked, because I can't do it on a Monday if it's several hours away, right? Unless we go early in the fucking morning, but I don't want to do that. So I got to talk to a guy called Sevra and see if he's down on doing it on Tuesday instead, because I want to do it one way or another. But Monday in the evening, I'm going to the VIP dinner at Jonathan's house. So I'll be doing that. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know how many more hours I get out of these wireless mics either. I tried to charge them a little bit when we were eating, but I feel like I'm starving. Like, my problem is I can't even go down in the main hall without losing connection with the stream, and that's a bit so-so. Not gonna lie. We could take a walk outside, but I don't know what's left on the presentation, because like, for me personally, the big ones was the keynote presentation, the boss stop, which we caught a little bit of, and then I'll rewatch some of it at home, and it's the TGC pushing. What's up, man? So the TGC pushing, and then after that, it's tomorrow for me. It's the streamer roundtable introduction, and after that, it would be my own meet and greet. That is the things that I'm personally looking forward to, at least. Yeah, it's way too early to tell across the board either way, right? We'll see. Oh, right, I forgot to check my phone. Let's see. Any responses? It's still trying to connect. Okay. Nope, nothing and nothing. Okay. Huh. Let's see. I'm good on that end. Alright. I think I got everything. Because if that's not done, it will have to be afterwards. And I guess for me, I don't mind if he's streaming all 3 kills, but we can do that. Because Kikis are gonna have to go through the entire VOD of these. I'm guessing. I didn't sign a mechanics, one of those developed panel wacky Path of Exile 1 mechanics Q&A. You know, it'd be much easier for them to ramp up the damage. Backlash could also be possible. I definitely think it's going to be fun to read Reddit tonight, though, for sure. Because the controversial approach at the PoE 1 and PoE 2 stuff. We'll see where it lands, right? We will see where it lands. Where's my snooze? There we go. I don't know how long that one's going on for. I guess they're doing that for another 10 minutes. So, oh, now my phone's vibrating. There we go. Sim is waiting for some confirmation. There, okay, I'm getting confirmation that. Yeah, so basically I just got confirmation now that they're asking to ask him to go up here where I can actually stream it. And he'll do the kill with the TUGC. And then we gotta find Chris Wilson and we'll do the same thing there. And then we gotta find Shaper. We gotta find Shaper. And thanks to you guys, we do have information on the cards they need, and I think they're actually ready with it, to my understanding, to kill it. I think they have a deck for all of it. From Shaper, what's that like? Lord, my Calidus's hairline. Big cold party? Not really. Nah, you're kind of right, actually. It's like 90% guys. What can I say, man? It's in the blood. It's in the blood, boys. All right. Can resist, and I'll slapped out of Chris head release 2024. Oh my god. Oh, they just finished. So let's see if we can get into position to see if they are ready for it. So I'm gonna get there and See if we can be in a reasonable pause for the kill. Let's go.
No, because
So basically, they should be coming up soon. Doesn't mean we get the game in 2024. I think that if they drop a beta in June, we're definitely going to be seeing a launch in December, is what I'm expecting at least. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so I don't want to go further. I see Amaranthi is getting ready to snipe that boss kill right now, so we'll get that on stream. He's going to ask them to come up and we have some fun. One step at a time. Just waiting for them. So this will be one out of the 3 endgame bosses. It is currently, it's about to hit 5 minutes to 3 p.m. here in New Zealand, which means we are, if they can find Chris and Neon, sorry, if they can find them fast enough, they will beat the last Exilecon speedrun we did. They'll have 2-hour time frame to do it. Assuming they have the deck ready for the third one, because they're going to lose a bunch of their gear on the second kill. It's going to be fun. It says stupid to have both games active after the release. It's going to be like the most controversial topic on Reddit. I can't wait. It'll be fun to see how that ends. Let's see, they're sitting there waiting, I guess. Guessing they're detaching the mics and stuff. Chris and Jonathan should be by the meet and greet now for 20 more minutes. Oh, really? Oh, really? But they want to make sure they get the meet and greet done, not play the card game, I'm guessing. But you're telling me both of them? Can someone verify and confirm that they're both at the meet and greet right now? Jonathan and Chris? And how much longer? Can someone verify that information? So we know, because we're going to head up there right now then. Well, right after this on Mark. Yes, they are, and it's only for 20 more minutes. Oh, they better hurry. Because the thing is, once they leave that, whew. 5:15. That's your time? Okay. Let me get my phone up and tell him. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. There, I sent it over to Amaranthi. Whew. It's EU time? Yeah. That sounds about right. Doesn't matter, it's another 20 minutes right now actually. I do wonder if they have a deck ready for both though. I hope they do. I really hope they do. See if I can actually grab a seat or something. Oh, he's typing now. Let's see. Wait, you already ran outside? Okay. Fanian. Great. Jonathan and Chris. Let's see. I'm gonna go up to the meet and greet then. Because they're going for another 20 minutes. Because they couldn't find Neon afterwards. Punch in the eye. Yeah, I slept 4 hours, dude. I've been hungover all day. But not bad though. Not a bad hour. Like, just tired. Plus, jet lag as well, sure, but I always have dark eyes anyway, so. Let's see. Let me do this. Let's see. Let's put this together. Looks like me, I'm shady. That's funny. That's actually funny. So they're trying to get him. Let me see if I can send him a picture so he knows how the place looks that I'm standing at. Oh, there you go. I was just about to send you a picture of how he looked where I'm standing.
I can't find Neon.
But do you have a deck ready for Chris and Jonathan?
I need to find the other guys for...
Because they have a meet and greet for another 12 minutes. Because if you have that ready, we can get you guys can get them right after the meet and greet.